if I can get away with streaming like some quiet ambient music. Because it gets a little quiet in here. Just a little something in the background.
Hey, full already exists. Bullshit.
You just went offline, it says.
Oh, it might be because I logged into the app on the way home. That's probably what did it. Yeah, I have to wait for that to kick me off.
Yeah, it says you went offline, but I might have to do the double thing.
Yeah, I probably have to wait a couple minutes.
I'll let you know when it comes up again. Daster, do you mind hopping into officers real quick?
Sure.
There we go. Get a little something going in the background. So it's not just super quiet since WoW doesn't have a whole lot of music.
Somebody pulled.
Yeah, my keyboard's acting funky.
Yeah, you guys are going on the wrong side, dude. I gotta clear out the mess.
Okay, that seems to be working, right?
I don't have a target.
Where is here?
It's right here. Looks like we're pulling left.
Over here.
We can't hear you!
Thank you, Tor.
Yep, no problem.
That makes sense.
Anybody there?
Hey, I'm here. What's up?
I just want to make sure I had everything set up on mine.
What are you wearing?
Yellow Calvin Klein underwear and a wife beater.
Surprisingly, it doesn't do much for me.
And a cowboy hat.
Nope, there we go.
Imagine,
My
now
ovaries
imagine
are
Raj
weak.
seem very thin tonight.
Oh, thank you.
I need a target. Beware. I need to get closer.
Fucking whoop, mate.
Rod, you there?
Raj is in a different chat.
Hello.
Hey.
Just want to make sure I had audio. Hi.
I mean, we played heavily every expansion pack. This one's fairly young still. Like, this is the first raid, and they're going to be adding a new one here in a little bit. But, like, there's not really an end plan with World of Warcraft. You just kind of play until you get done, I guess. Because there's... Theoretically, we could run this one instance for, you know, months on end, and may probably not get all the drops that we want from it. But realistically, like,
What's your stacks drop tanks go?
a year would probably be, or a year and a half is normally the average lifespan of an X-Pack, and then you can take about 6 months off.
Alright.
And then the next X-Pack comes
So,
out. And you rinse
I was
repeat.
reading up on Zool because that's very soon going to be the fight we're going to focus on and what gave us, I think, probably the most headache in normal. And I learned something very intriguing in that Paladins using Blessing and Protection can remove the dot stack in Phase 2 because it is a physical dot, so it's cleansed by Bop.
Oh, that's cool.
What this means is first tanking, which I think has been traditionally U-bed, can go up to 3 stacks, sprint to the back, get a bop, it immediately wears off, and then you can just get back in position and no one has to spam heal you as we're scared for our
amazing.
lives. And the more paladins we have, which we tend to be overflowing in them, the more bops we can use. It doesn't mean we taunt any faster, it just means that while one tank is tanking and gaining his stacks, we don't have to devote an entire healer to the other one. So yeah, I mean, we're not going to realistically use that many shake, but the idea is that if we can have access to that, you use it on 3 stacks on the tank, and it's applied every 15 seconds or so, 13, 15 seconds, which means
But yeah,
that you only
we've
have to use it roughly
been
every
playing
45
WoW for a
seconds.
long
So
time.
even
Like,
if we
I've been
have
playing
3
on WoW
paladins
since
only,
vanilla, which
that
was
means
like
we're still going
12, 13,
almost
14 years ago, something like that.
2.5 minutes or so
But,
before
like,
we
you
actually
don't
have
play
to worry
consistent.
about
You just
spam
kind of
healing
like,
a tank.
you play
Probably
until the
carving
current
out about
expansion pack gets to
800,000
a
worth
certain
of heals.
age.
If we
You
did
just
it
get
full
kinda
time.
tired
At which
of
point
it,
we'll then
and
have to
you
start
just play
rotating other
something
cooldowns.
else
The other thing I was reading up
while
is
you wait
that
for the next expansion
it's
pack to
expected
come
that
out.
tanks
And
cannot
even
really
then,
survive
we
3
play other
stacks on
stuff,
heroic
like-
unless they have a life cocoon or a PS
You
or
can't
other
just
type
play
of
World of Warcraft. You gotta play
cooldowns. Like
something else,
their
otherwise
cooldowns
you
are
just
their own
fucking go
depending upon
insane.
what type of tank they are.
Because
may
it's
not
a
be
game
sufficient,
where you're
so
never
it's-
done.
Fight Cyber.
Nothing's ever quote
So
unquote
it's
good enough.
it's deemed very, very, very difficult on tanks, and our experience on normal is not actually that on normal from what people were experiencing. Just in terms of the amount of damage to handle. So, just some thoughts.
If
I
that makes
wanted to
sense. I mean,
remind or mention before.
I'm sure that you've
I
played.
forgot.
If you played anything like Destiny,
We're
Well,
gonna have
also,
a living
it's kind of
infection.
similar.
Yeah, we're also
Once
gonna
the
be
new
trying
content
Zerg
comes
strat when
out,
we get
you
to
play
Zool,
pretty
which
heavy for a bit, and then you
means,
slow down on it.
balls to the wall in terms of cooldowns and everything, and people with low DPS will be benched, unfortunately. But yeah, that's just how that's going to be. Once by the time we get to Zool, you can't be lower end, you have to be middle of the pack, or around the same numbers as the people middle of the pack.
Actually, we got lots of stacks.
I'm trying to pull the best numbers I can, Dastard.
I need a target.
Don't pull.
Yeah, we did not get a couple stuns there. A few went off at once. Roger, did you brief the people already? Is what we discussed?
Many deals for a friend of
The two?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
To what?
None of your business.
Why'd you pull, man?
My keyboard keeps doing like an auto run thing, and I don't know how I keep triggering it.
You're pressing a button that's auto run. That'd be my
As
guess.
far as I know, I disabled that.
You rerouted every key on your keyboard to auto run.
I sure as fuck hope not.
There is a Windows update, FYI. A very large Windows update.
What boss are we putting on Vector?
We're going to kill Vectis, and then we're going to kill Zekphos before the end of the night, and then we'll be on Zool. But we will be starting with Vectis, yes. Anyway, yeah, it's a rather large Windows update, so don't... your computer's going to restart automatically overnight if you don't issue it yourself, so just be aware.
It came out yesterday on Tuesday, if I remember.
Did it? Oh, I got my work machine did it overnight, but mine did not. My desktop here did not update. Supposedly, it will not
Why do you
interrupt
ask, Simon?
games to tell you to.
Are you
update
interested in
anymore
starting
with
your
this,
grand
this
adventure in the
patch.
world of Warcraft and want to know what server to join to be part of the
Honest to God, the only
illustrious
thing I
guild
care about
Death
is
and
it adds a dark
Destruction?
theme to the Explorer window finally.
Is that what I'm
Especially
hearing?
because of Edgelord.
You want to join D&D? Be one of the cool kids?
I need a target.
Something pulled those
Those
things.
get pulled. Yeah. We're gonna get a lot of
Yeah,
stats.
get ready, games with stuns. Focus on the little ads, guys. Focus on them. Kill them as quickly as you can. Let's start throwing out. Let's throw out the stuns once you start seeing them casting. Or you can preemptively do it too. That works as well. There's a lingering infection. Just make sure you throw an interrupt on it. It's not that big a deal.
I need to target something first.
I just realized paladins look like portable parties. They're just like running around as strobe lights. At least the healing ones.
Now entering the viral ecology wing. This laboratory contains thousands of the most dangerous viral strains in the known cosmos, alphabetically sorted for ease of access. Alert. Viral
You're looking a little hurt
containment
there.
breach.
Better
Contaminated
rock
cells
on.
approaching. Risk of infection imminent.
Alright, so here's what the plan is. We're gonna pull this boss with 6. I know that's likely way too many healers. I'm gonna look at the numbers and I'm gonna use that to determine who's gonna have to swap over or unfortunately be benched. If for some crazy way that we have enough DPS to get him sub 60 before he submerges, then we have
Well,
enough
how you doing,
DPS
Zaz?
to
You
still
have a good
do
day?
it within 3.
Do anything fun,
with
exciting?
only 2 submerges. At which point I'm fine leaving it at 6, even though that's obviously
I know you're in
overhealing
college.
it.
Hopefully you're not
Just for the sake of
drinking
a little bit
too many
more
of them
security, since we've had
beers.
some deaths here and there. So I don't intend to go at 6. We may if it doesn't seem like it's a big deal, but yeah.
Bad boy. Go away.
I need to get closer. I need a target.
Healers, during our kill, you guys were calling out individual cooldowns to make sure you guys were being efficient with mana, both before and, well, for all the phase ones, both the first set and the ones later on when the damage was very high. I would love if you guys could coordinate similar things again, as that
Pull them back.
definitely heavily contributed to our success. So, you got an extra heal at the moment, but be careful. The high likelihood we're dropping down to 5, so be prepared.
I need to target something first.
Pass me leader, please. Is there an ad jumping around? There should be. Yep, there it is.
There is, yeah.
I can't attack that.
Let me see what the assignments were from last time. Alright, remember you don't have to stand exactly on these marks, these are just to guide us at the beginning. To everybody here, so we don't waste time with this like we did last time we were doing the kill. Let's check right if you're here so I just don't have to repeat
Commit
myself.
to Hellstones if someone can put them up again, please.
Somebody?
Somebody.
Anybody
You
can do
mean
Hellstones.
Source?
Wow.
Okay. So
V-Lock?
Alright,
There's Hellstones down.
Alright, so with regards to the these position guys, you'll see a star, purple, diamond, circle. The very beginning of phase 1, and every time we come back to phase 1, the start of phase 1, 3 people are going to get marks. They're going to get star, purple, diamond, and circle. You run to that particular mark. You stay at that mark until the dot has left you. After that, go back to whatever group you're assigned to and stay there. The marks or the dots are going to switch targets, and they're going to change mark, so it's not going to align with the same 3 markers anymore, but that's not a big deal. All that it matters is that you use these markers to assign the first round of dots to the right spot. After that, as long as it jumps within the group, it's fine. Don't try to keep running around, like, don't try to run around the dots, or otherwise you're going to cause a lot of problems and risk a wipe. When we come back from the soaking all the pools and him being a blood pool and all that crap, a round of people will get the debuff at a certain point. I'll call out the group of people to make sure that they're clear to run to the correct markers to start spreading the dot within the correct groups again. After that, head back to whatever group you're assigned to and let it bounce around again. So we just have to do that cleanly 3 times and there's not a problem. If it goes wrong, stay still and wait for my call to call for a particular person to move. We don't want to risk both people moving at the same time and getting the dots jumping to more than one person on the same thing. Or Roger's call if I don't call it. Either one of us is fine, whoever does it first. All right, I'm going to call out the positionings here. So listen, how many of us are there? 23. So there should, minus 2 tanks, so there should be 7 in each group. So let's do,
We got him last week,
in
so
the
we
right
should be able to
group,
get
the
this guy
circle,
down easy.
Dastard, Novik, Yori, Wave,
5
Gimma,
stacks of haste now. That's good.
Rev, and Mass. Yes, all those people are here. In the back group, the Purple Diamond, Raja, Kinky, Gabaris, Spite, Source, X Pride, and hold up a second, I have to double check. Some people aren't here. So let me see that number again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's only 6 at the moment. Put Milky back there as well. And then the last group, the left group, Bioden, Bum, there's no Zulsalar, Shen, there's no How, Raiden, Shake, there's no Lesnichi, Jesus. Pretty much everybody else, but let me just make sure I have them all written down in case I am off.
Wait, I am supposed to be circle, right?
Yeah, your circle. Yeah, let me just call. Sorry, I was writing this as I was. Let me just call them out once more, and if I didn't call your name, please speak up. Right group, circle, Dastard, Novik, Yuri, Wave, Gimma, Rev, Mass. Back group, Raja, Kinky, Gabaris, Spite, Source, X Pride, Milky. Left group, Bioden, Bum, Shen, Raiden, Shake. Who have I not called?
Did you call me?
I don't know. Did I call you?
I don't think so.
And you.
Were you here for our kill last week, Cyber?
No.
No, if
Okay,
he was,
then,
Come on,
yeah,
because
he's
of the
fine.
star side.
if he did, he'd be listed on the list. I'm just going by the same list as last week.
Yeah, I don't think you called him.
So that's 6 people on the left side. I'm still missing 1 unless my math's off. It's 23 people minus 2, so that's 21 without the tanks. Solomon, yeah, that would explain it. The person who was AFK. Alright, Solo, you're at the star. So just to be clear here again, for Cyber and Solo, I didn't want to repeat myself, but I know we're going to screw this up. Solo and Cyber, when the phase 1 starts, if you get the Omega Vector put on you, whatever mark you get, star, purple, diamond, or circle, run to the appropriate marker to start things off. Doesn't matter if you just always run there, no ifs, ands, or buts. After it jumps off you, run back to the group. If it jumps onto you and it's a different color than the mark you're on, that's fine, just stay where you are. It's just to assign their initial positions. After that, DBM assigns a random symbol, it's not going to stay the same. So just get it to the right place right at the beginning. Are you both clear on that?
Yep.
So very simple, match the shapes. Literally a preschooler could do that. When we get to the transition, after the transition, as we're getting back into position, same thing. As the dots jump onto a fresh round of people, run to the one that that matches your color, just so we can initially separate them again. And then once it jumps off you, then get back to your group. If you're lucky, it's the same one, but yeah. And we just do that at the beginning, once at the beginning of every phase 1, which should hopefully be 3 times total. Okay. Otherwise, always prioritize the big ad first. Try to always make sure it only gets 1 immunosuppression off, and
soak.
Boss. Yeah. People. I'm not gonna assign any. Oh, healers. Do we have you guys in a good position? I know there's more of you, but I want to make sure you guys all have a set spot pretty close to the center. I assume the 2 priests are gonna get the entrance side again.
Yes.
Oh wait, we got some new people here. Hold on.
I'm gonna be over in this corner with the blue face.
Yeah,
X Pride, you have your 2-minute trank.
No, I don't. I don't use that.
Oh, but this fight.
This fight's incredibly short. Phase 1 is 1.5 minutes, and phase 2 is 35 seconds. So the whole fight should be done in less than 6 minutes.
Feels way longer than that.
Yep.
Well, let me switch it.
Yep. So let's see. 1.5 minutes, then 35. So yeah, every cycle is basically 2 minutes and 5 seconds. So if you go through 2 of those, that's 4. Then, yeah, 5 minutes and 30 seconds if you don't get a third submerge, which is pretty much as short as they come in here. Actually, Fetid might be a little quicker.
Oh my god, you guys.
Seems to die pretty fast.
Yeah, actually, Fetid on Heroic dies in 3 minutes and 30 seconds. That's actually super fucking fast.
You still in here, Zaz?
Talak is 6 minutes, that's the elevator. Mother is like 7 minutes, that's up for obvious reasons. Vectis is, okay, yeah, Vectis is middle of the pack. Mithrax is like 8 minutes. Zul's only like 4. Cahoon's good, 8 minutes. Is that what it is? Novik's the lead healer? Is that what you're all voting?
No, guys, I boss people around all day. It's the last thing I want to do is come and do this.
I mean, you don't have to boss people around. You can just coordinate things without actually bossing anybody.
No,
A good leader doesn't have to boss anybody.
I do at work.
Unless
Yeah,
you,
I mean,
unless you're the people you're raiding with are a bunch of idiots, then you have to boss them.
That's
Unfortunately.
exactly what they are. Yes.
Wait.
How
I
is
have,
it?
to, I have to- I have to hold half their hands every day.
I don't mind you holding my hand.
That's not my hand, bro.
Starting to smell like baby oil in here.
Source, shoot me a summon in just a second here. I actually need to double check something.
Hold
You
on, I'm
want me
gonna
to
go
invite
put on
him?
a Barry White album.
Yeah, I was
Let me
having.
know when you're ready.
While the healers are coordinating things here, I had an interesting thought in that regarding flasks, we should be a lot more efficient with those. It takes 16 flasks. It takes 16 flasks to make the cauldron that gives 30. So we don't, if like half the raid.
No, it takes less than that if you have at least rank 2.
Really, what's it at rank
It only takes 12 flasks.
Okay, that's crazy. So
I
like,
have rank 3, so I have a chance to get multiple cauldrons too.
Yeah, so I mean, considering the outrageous price of those, that's literally saving, like, in a single raid week, hundreds of thousands of gold. Okay, that might be off a bit. I'm bad with estimating numbers like that. Tens of thousands of gold, definitely. Hundreds.
Yeah,
probably.
if we want to deposit them into the bank, I can make cauldrons for.
Yeah, so here's what
raid
I'm
nights and
thinking
stuff.
is, the expulsum is the part that you alchemists have to do. That's the part that's going to be your
Expulsum and hydrocore. Yeah.
Yeah. So the expulsum and the hydrocore are what I'm going to leave the alchemist to. But if you're just playing any regular amount, it's only like 3 expulsum and I think 1 hydrocore, right?
5 expulsum.
5 expulsum and
1 hydrocore. Yeah.
1 hydrocore.
Yeah.
So
Next
that
patch
shouldn't
they're gonna...
that shouldn't be too hard to obtain. So yeah, I think.
Yeah, and we can transmute expulsum too.
Okay, that's a good point. So yeah, I think what we should be doing here is, I don't know how much we want to coordinate this as a whole, as a guild, but at the very least, when we get to the first boss of the night, instead of just saying, hey, everybody drink their potions, take the 12 potions just from people that it makes sense from, make the cauldron, and we just doubled up the potions and all that. And if we have to find out some way of rewarding people that have been contributing the potions directly to those cauldrons, we can do so. But I mean, I know some people are hurting for cash. Some people can't take the time to farm the cash outside of also farming the gear and everything, doing their mythic pluses, etc. So this is something that should help, at least on the flask side, which are very expensive. So alchemist, I don't know who you actually are at the moment.
Me.
Me.
Raja, Biden, Bum, Shen, and Spite. As long as you guys can maintain a few hydrocores and a few expulsum for on raid nights, hopefully everyone else can either buy potion or buy flasks and all that and contribute to these cauldrons. Anyway, this is just something to think about. We'll figure out how to coordinate this soon. But yeah, I just wanted to bring up that this makes sense. And this is all going to make be much more mandatory once we get to Zool, etc.
I mean, what would be cool is if people could just deposit, you know, flasks into the guild bank, and then I can just pull them out and make the cauldrons.
Yeah, that's something I was planning on looking at after the raid, actually, is figuring out how to have one tab where people can actually deposit stuff. The problem is there's no way to filter out people putting happy fun rocks and bullshit in there. After people started depositing like nether weave and shit like that, we were like, okay, we're gonna lock out people because people are fucking stupid.
But I mean, who doesn't need nether?
Toss me some back. And the things do make 30 potions, so they actually give us more than we need, so we can have a few people double up.
Hey, X-Pride, you're more than welcome to call out the healing CDs if you want.
Toss me some back, please. We'll ready check and we'll get going.
Nova, quit trying to pass the buck.
I mean, this doesn't legitimate. Like, we should have some consistency here, because like I maintain a spreadsheet, a notebook rather, that I can just call out assignments so that they don't have to be worked every time. So having it one person doing it consistently would be great. This may be something that we start posting in a Discord just so people can read off of a common thing and people don't have to all share it. But again, this is something Novik just handle it for tonight, and we'll see if we can figure out someone we can have.
I mean, there's 6 of us tonight, so why don't you just call out when you use a healing cooldown? That way you don't double up on them. I mean, we should have plenty of them for this fight anyways.
No.
Actually, the way it's going to work is I'm going to call out your name, and then you're going to use your healing cooldown.
Yeah, it's very, very particular. Like, there's one big AoE, and it needs to be timed very carefully with them, and if we double up and we waste one, we're in trouble. So, like, having this planned ahead of time is critical. To make sure that there's a sufficient number for the entire fight. All right, get in position, guys. Get to your markers. You can run up to the boss once we pull. He's gonna get pulled back right into the middle of these marks, with them facing the square.
What mark am I on?
Purple
Star.
diamond. No, purple diamond. Tonight is a night where I will be very critical of DPS, guys, so if you're beneath tanks, which a couple people were yesterday, I'm gonna have to ask you to step out.
Oh shit, I'm done then.
And it's not idle threats, I'm serious. Like, it's a progression night, so we can't put up with that. Alright, just 1 second. Everyone's checked ready. As soon as I finish getting my food buff, oh, here's the countdown. Alright, here we go. There it is.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We've got
circles as circles.
You guys,
yeah,
switch
it's
them.
good. It's good. Yep. And then after it jumps, move back to your whatever group you came from.
Okay, you can move back.
Yeah, get back to your original groups, guys. Someone for purple diamond should be running back. And you should be striving to only get one dot, stack of the dot. If you get a second one, you need to move a little bit away from the group so you don't get a second. Just make sure you still get heals. Right, make sure you're cleaving off these ads. Gamma, be careful you can't get another one. Novik, be careful you can't get another. Fight, and be careful you can't get another. There's already 3 people double up, guys. Watch it.
Milky, come back. You need to be in the group. You can run off after it passes.
Nick.
Alright, get ready to switch this ad and nuke it. Nuke the ad, guys. Kill it quickly. Back a little bit away from the boss. Alright, spread out, spread out. Most of them are near the boss, so if you're in the back of the room, you should run up and help.
I'm double soaking.
That's a terrible idea. Try to only get one. You don't, yeah.
Okay. I have the bug.
Remember, if you can spot heal as a hybrid, this helps spot heal. We're gonna pick up get back to your position, guys. If you have the mark, get to the correct symbol. Circle, get the circle, purple diamond,
get
star
to
to
your
star. Pick up shit, no mix down.
Looks like we're good. No, X-Brad, come back, come back. You have the diamond on your head.
After it jumps, don't switch. Like you're locked to your groups now, guys. Stay in your groups.
Milky Blade cooldown.
Just drop. Yuri just dropped. They're just dropping with the dot on them and only 2 or 3 stacks, which has nothing to do with the dot. Like we already can't make this because of the
what
2
up,
deaths
Arrow?
in space. But we're gonna keep going because I want to let the
doing?
healers know who I need to have swap.
Yeah, it's gonna throw this off since I'm out of rotation.
No, just have somebody else.
Half dead. We've got a few people down. We might be able to kill them still, but it's gonna be tough. Rev, look where they
Make sure this ad dies before it does another immunosuppression, guys.
Before they died. So. Good things about lusting unpooled.
Kinky, go ahead.
Ham and bean soup. Oh, we're perishable.
Focus on the ad, guys.
Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, right through
If
the
we can
raid.
do this cleanly, this may be possible.
You need to get out of those circles, guys.
I got closest.
I've got Vector. I'm gonna need some heals.
You got double vector, which means we're fucked. Doesn't matter. Wipe it. Wipe it quick, guys. Just don't soak the pools. We'll die pretty quick with a bunch of ads.
Oh, Dominaria, cool.
Do we have a res?
Yes, we have res. Oh,
Alright,
no,
don't.
I didn't.
Did you pull the
Okay, never mind.
artifact planeswalker? 'Cause that guy busted as fuck.
Toss me res when you get back in. I'm gonna double check logs. Did any healer not get a chance to use a cooldown that go? So they all used one, minus Novik who died.
I think I heard all of them.
Man, I tossed 2 heals. I'm in the 95th percentile for
Awesome, I'm
elemental
glad you got
shamans.
some good pulls, buddy.
All you people less than 95, you're not trying hard enough.
Do you have laser matrix?
Gimma threw like 3 and then got 98.
What did I get? Like, what? Come on, give me a good number.
12%, so...
Dwarf Smasher almost out-healed me.
Yeah, I did.
Some fat heals, bro.
Yeah, I'll heal with Novik, but Novik was making out with the ground.
How's my healing that go?
Oh, that's dirty.
Alright, I'm done looking
You
at
guys all have access to these logs.
Thank you, Raja.
You're welcome.
My meter says 19,000 heals per second, so that should be alright.
It's all relative. Look at damage.
We're feeling pretty spicy tonight.
Yeah. Not the
What the
best.
fuck are you staring at me for, cat?
Alright.
What the fuck?
Let's eat
Wanna
up.
go?
Let's get
You wanna
ready.
go? You wanna fight me? Yeah, Raja's in here. I'm basically a priest, but with really heavy cloth. Nice.
All right, here we go. Get in position. Let's do this.
Dude, this isn't even salty dastard.
We want to try to get the boss sub 60 before he submerges, and have everybody live through the first phase too. That'll put us in a good spot to do this within time.
Sure you're on your correct mark. Looks like everything is.
Yep, it looks like all the marks are correct, so.
With the feast over here, it looks like he's just really hungry.
Protect the beast.
Tanks, be very careful during the transition to try to always soak the soak things that are very, very far away to reduce the chance that you get the Omega Vector. The Omega Vector putting the nature debuff on you. Oh, that, and you just need a few stacks of his what are they called? The lingering infection. So always make sure you're soaking stuff on the opposite side of the room from him. We did that on our kill, and it made a big difference for your survivability come the second phase one. People, get in the habit, if he does the contagion while you have Omega Vector, you might want to use a small defensive just to make sure you stay alive. I think that got a couple people when we came back to phase one. It shouldn't be necessary for this first one, but potentially for the next one you might. Looking good.
Wait, are these markers been mixed up the whole time?
Have they been what?
Markers, like on people's heads. We
Yeah.
had orange at start. I don't know if
Yeah,
I
it's
had
fine.
oranges or not.
I got
It's
this
fine.
one, Gamer.
It changes and it's fine. Doesn't matter. It's just the initial set.
Someone needs to get on the one back here by me.
Oh, we got an ad.
Yeah, that's. Everybody just stayed on. Went to the
There's a
one
lot
side
by
of
the
room.
front door.
Yeah, we need this ad killed immediately, guys. Everyone who can kill it needs to kill it right away, or we're fucked. I'm pretty sure we're fucked. It's gonna get to immunosuppression. Yeah, just wipe it. That's a wipe. We did not have enough people run to the opposite side of the room. Everyone should be, everyone who's done this with us a couple times now, I haven't changed your assignments for your corners. Everyone's still assigned to the same corners as always. There's like 3 people who are new and I'm just letting them float because they don't have an assignment. But almost everybody here, probably about 17 or so people should have a corner assigned to them. So if you were by the main entrance, make sure you run there. You're responsible for that first and foremost.
Wipe.
Don't run in to help at a side that has a lot of them until after your side is clear. Damage on him looked
Pretty
good.
much.
Don't release.
He like does cool blood infection shit that like bounces between the raid. It's actually kind of cool. You play like, you pretty much play ping pong with STDs the entire fight. It's kind of cool.
Everywhere's good.
Looks like we had a res. I need to make a shirt. Ping pong STDs.
Jen, so are you clear on the marks on the ground? You seem like you're.
Yeah, I
confused.
just thought I picked one up from another group or something because I was like closer to the ad, which was not like near my marker.
I mean, that can happen, but the
Yeah, I don't
markers
think it
aren't guaranteed to match up after the first time they jump.
I'm all good. Don't you worry.
Alright. Just don't want you torpedoing into another group and delivering something somewhere.
I didn't. I torpedoed back once I realized my mistake. Don't worry. We got it.
Good. Alright, here we go. Alright, damage is looking decent. We should have enough to do this if everyone stays alive, and with 6 healers, everyone should. So let's make sure the dots are being handled correctly. Remember, you can run up to DPS.
Get to your correct mark.
Yep.
Circle needs to move.
Circle moves. Circle needs to move over here quick. I don't know who that is. It's Cyber.
Cyber, go to circle.
Next time, don't run through Purple Diamond to do that. Get back to your mark now, Cyber. Just cut straight across the center. There's no penalty. But dropping off at Purple Diamond would be dangerous. You make sure when the ads are spawning that you're not taking AoE damage from the people it's spawning from. Just make sure you adjust your movement just slightly to avoid it. Back. X-Pride, careful, you're getting a second stack. Anyone else getting a second stack? No one else. You've already gotten one stack, just take a step back from your group so that you don't get another one.
If you're melee, take a step forward.
Sure. Just make sure you're not outside of the AoE heals. If so, you've gone too far.
It's tank, pick this up.
They're listening before it does another cast. It was close. A little bit slower on him, just go.
It's alright.
Get this ad quick.
I'm gonna catch a snack.
Do not let it get a second cast. Move away from that shit.
Got 3 in the back, man.
Yep, we should have the ones in the back covered. Yeah, we look good. Remember, only one person needs to soak each one of these. Keep avoiding these things, guys. Keep avoiding the beams. We have the 2 in the back. Yep. We have the ones in the front. Yep. We look good. Just keep dodging stuff, guys. Keep dodging. Spot heal if you can. Watch wave. He has a dot on him. Yeah. Shit. Stack up the marks. Get to the correct symbol. Get to the correct symbol. Circle. Cyber, get up to circle. Good. Battle res wave. Let's get everybody up. We need a full DPS for this. As soon as the dots jump, get back to your assigned groups and rinse repeat. If you have 4 stacks or more of the debuff when he does contain,
you didn't see me go for the feast. You don't know what you don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on.
Next one's in like 20 seconds.
I'm tanking. I burn a lot of
minor
calories.
ones,
I need
nothing
to refill mid.
If you have 7
mid,
X-Pride, you might need to use a major cooldown to not die.
Right,
So it's
you know,
fair.
grab a fucking Twinkie. Keep
Next
going.
one's in 5 seconds.
Hungry while I wait. Grab a Snickers.
There's a contagion. Careful. Cyber. Yep. Cyber had 12 stacks and died. Not surprised. Also, if you have like 4 or more stacks, you should stay back. You shouldn't be having the dot jump to you. You should let it jump to people with 3 or lower. If you have low stacks, like Biden, Yuri, Raja, Saurus, Gimma, Raiden, Kinky, you should actively seek a couple of stacks of the dot to balance things out. Back.
Except when I get it, I get killed.
Oh, call stuff out from the ground. Alright, get the ad. Focus on the ad, not the boss. We're definitely gonna have 2 more transitions, but we'll kill them immediately after the next one, is what it looks like. Alright, get to your corners, guys. Finish this ad off quick. Almost all of them. There's a good chunk in the back as well. Spot heal people, guys. Help spot heal how there's
There's one.
around.
Okay, we're all good.
Got it. Watch wave. Yep.
We've got 2 dots on 1 person.
This one
That's
all the way in the
bad.
back. Fucking.
Yeah, now it's jumping around. It's just gonna start killing people. Get back to your spots. One of them, yeah, one side is just gonna be double bouncing around. If you get the double bounce, we're fucked. There's no way we can do this. Just wipe it. It's killing each person it jumps to. It's impossible to handle. All right, here's a bit of clarification, guys. If during the transition phase you get Omega Vector, which should be obvious, your screen changes color, you have to be very careful to stay as far away from other people with it as possible. If your stack jumps to somebody else, if your stack and somebody else's stack jumps to the same person, then we're fucked. We wipe. There's nothing we can do to recover. Also, if you have Omega Vector, you should not be soaking anything.
Yes.
Remember, if you have Omega Vector, you should not be soaking anything. soaking while the Omega Vector
It's
is
not
a
that
guaranteed
bad.
death.
The worst
The healers
thing
will not be able to
from
heal
what
from
I've
that.
seen is just whether or not people stay in
It's
positioning.
much better. We just had a few
and if they aren't following
messy
positioning, then
decisions
we wipe.
that will result in some people's deaths.
Hey guys, don't fucking heal anymore after Daster calls for a wipe.
Let's see. Wave died to Blood Geyser. A Blood Geyser hit and then
Blood
Omega Vector.
Geyser.
Solomon, that's Solomon. Cyber died
Geyser
to Contagion
blood.
Omega Vector. Raja just Omega Vector. Solomon just Omega Vector. Kiki just Omega Vector. Shen just Omega Vector. Oh, those are those. That's where it started doubling up. Yeah. Solomon.
I
Kiki, Shen
popped
died to
Desperate Prayer, I Lock Rock.
Now
I couldn't survive it.
comprehensive collection of Titan knowledge. These discs
What, me? No, yeah, my mechanics are easy as shit, but that's because this isn't a tank fight. This is a management fight.
Oh, never. Wow.
And if they
Going back
can't
to the wrong room.
handle or if they can't manage their debuffs, or their
Otherwise,
dots,
things are
then,
looking decent. Just,
the raid fucking
I guess
dies.
another reminder: if you're not soaking a pool, guys, you should try to get as
But that's
far away
heroic.
from it as possible and
Heroic's
dodge those
fun
geysers.
for that.
Every single one of those red things that hits you gives you a stack and makes it very likely you'll die.
Cooperation
Cyber had 12
or
stacks,
death.
which means that he basically got hit by literally every single blood geyser in that phase. You may even ran into some instead of avoiding some. Really be careful. You should exit. You should enter the first transition with
Go
one
Ralphie
stack, maybe
Warbreaker.
2, and you should exit the first transition
That was a
phase
fun
with
fight.
at most 3
That
or
was a
4
really
stacks.
fun
Anything
fight.
above
I
4
like
means you
Ralphie Warbreaker.
very, very horribly mismanaged those blood geysers and got hit by a bunch.
Need
Now, if
arcane intellect. I think.
Omega Vector jumped onto you a couple times, that may be a situation where that's kind of okay. That's not terrible. So maybe if that happened, you should have a few higher stacks. But otherwise, that's the only reason why you should get higher stacks. If you didn't do that and you were just soaking stuff or just avoiding stuff, everyone should be 4 or lower. All right, here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Get to your mark.
Yep, I should see.
Solomon, you should be at diamond. Milky, you should be at star.
Yep. After it jumps, you can head back. All right, you can head back. Head back to wherever you're supposed to be.
Can we get that guy in the middle, please? So the melee can hit him.
Careful with Expert and Novik. Yeah, I'll think try to adjust it so that it's easier to hit for everybody. Alright, get this one. I switched the ad.
Look like good damage.
Get out of the center. Get ready to head to your corner. Alright, let's get these soaked. Be very careful. Watch the blood geysers, guys. Watch the blood geysers. We look like we have full coverage here, so help with heals. Maybe mark targets, stay away from one another. We don't want it jumping somewhere unknown. We have enough soaks there? Yeah, somebody just got the thing, so watch out.
I got it, I got it.
Omega Vector, I mean, I'm in a circle.
Watch Gimma. Yeah, that's... Yeah, well, if you're already in the circle and either you couldn't run out, then that's fine. Get back to your marks, guys. These are going to jump around. Get to your correct symbols now. Look what you have it. Get to your correct symbols. Stars.
Get to your correct symbols.
Over here. Good. Purple diamond move. Move Rev. Purple diamond. Alright, we looked good. That was a good...
Okay, you can go back.
Alright, get back to your normal spots. Keep an eye on your stacks, guys. If you have, again, more than 4, you should take a step behind your group so you don't get more stacks. If you have less than 4, you should probably get some X Pride. You should not get another stack for the rest of the fight. So you should stay a little bit back from wherever you're assigned and make sure you don't get hit by anything else. That's super dangerous. Cyber, careful. Milky. Or you're fine. Rogers, good with one. Kinky, Rev, Gab, Shake, Rajasaurus, Mass are all fairly low, so try to actively seek out stacks if you can. Try to get to 3 or 4 if you can. Get that ad. Make sure it dies before the next immunosuppression. That's fine. We should have one more contagion cast in like 12 seconds right before he submerges. Not good. We should be getting him sub 30. We may be on track for this. Alright, get the ad, focus the ad. Alright, we actually look really good here, guys. Let's do everything you can to survive this phase. Every defensive, whatever you can, make sure you survive this and we'll be good. I'll get the one closest to him. I'll get the one closest.
I've got this one.
Are we missing any? Are we good?
Think we're good.
Alright, make sure we keep the marks apart from one another. Do not let them both jump to the same person. Use health stones, whatever you have to. Careful with way.
Need one in the middle. Good.
Alright, get ready to head back to your spots, guys. Alright, we look good. That was pretty good. It's going to jump. Head to your appropriate symbol. Head to your appropriate symbol. Alright, you should try to use defensive cooldowns on each contagion if you have 5 or higher stacks to ensure you live, or a health stone or anything like that. Alright, just nice and steady. We may kill the first
You can
two
go
ads.
back to your spots now.
Yeah, get back to your spots. Kill the first 2 ads, and we might skip the 3rd and 4th one just to kill them quickly.
Raiden.
Contagion is in 15 seconds. Make sure you have a small defensive for it. Should have this.
I got you, buddy. I got you, buddy.
If you get low at all, just use a defensive just to be safe. Alright, after this ad, just tunnel on the boss.
Variant.
Alright, tunnel on boss. Ignore the next 2 ads.
Anybody who has a cooldown.
Use any defensives you can here. Last big defensives, just use them. We should be fine. Good job.
That was clean.
I don't think anyone died. I don't think we had a single death. Bravo. That's a sexy shield.
Very clean. Daddy like you.
Alright, let's head towards the I-beam guy. Oh, it's gonna be fun. Good job, guys.
No, fun's not what I'm thinking.
Honestly, I don't think it'll be bad.
I need to relog real quick.
Go for it. I mean, we only have a couple trash bowls, so.
Didn't we clear trash to him?
Yeah.
There's trash in the room.
And
Oh,
hopefully
that's right.
My problem.
What's the matter with?
Milky, didn't you get those?
Yeah, my bad. I thought it was.
I mean, not that it matters if else wanted them, but I thought you did.
Right, my bad.
Alright.
Wait on loot. I have no idea what's here. Okay.
I don't think we posted any plate yet.
Yeah, it's just been mail. Shit.
Alright, again, good job, healers. Good job, DPS. Good job. Tanks, you have an easy job on that one. But I guess good job.
Hey, we positioned that boss real well now.
Yeah. Let's not get cleaved this time around.
Oh.
The tie of 2.
And neither one of you really won it, right?
Wait, what?
No, I legit want it.
No, yeah.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a 360.
Alright, well,
Slash duel nerds.
Ride rolled a 3.
Slash duel.
All right, let's start pulling trash, guys. It's only a couple pulls, but yeah. So who was not here for our attempts last week? Because we got very close. I mean,
So Arrow, I'm considering
we almost got to phase 3, and then at that point, it's should be pretty straightforward.
restarting my
So
Duel
who
Links
is not
account
here?
so that I can get easy access to the new game start
West,
gems
just follow the arrows on the map.
and
Pulling
work
trash.
towards building a different deck.
Follow the arrows on the map. You realize there's 4 arrows and they all go in different directions, right?
Wait, come out of the previous boss's room and go left.
If you come out of the boss's room, you want to go right, actually.
Oh yeah.
Left.
Your other right.
You guys don't moonwalk everywhere? Alright, so, people who did not do this last time. Milky, X-Pride, Cyber was here for the very end.
Have we killed this guy on?
Not on Heroic.
Oh.
Oh man.
Yeah, well, I think we got it.
Yeah, it's not hard.
We got close though, right?
We got very close, and then the tanks faced the boss towards us, and we all got cleaved and died.
Yeah, so fuck you.
Do not recall.
Well, I don't know. I don't know which tank we should say fuck you to. One of the two. Not sure which one.
Tanks a million.
We know who Raj is talking to.
Anyway, let's keep pulling tanks. So yeah, so it's the same fight as Heroic, which you've all done Heroic. The only key differences are phase 1, the low adds slow you, so it's imperative that they're kept in the same, they're grouped up, they're AoE, they're killed quickly, but because you're slowed, you have almost no time to react to the I-beam, and it just will wipe us instantly if you fuck it up. So, like, comically fast. So we're gonna have a Warlock portal set up, and if it targets you, just be in the habit of taking the Warlock portal. If your class has a blink or something like that, feel free to use that first, and then if you get it a second time and it's not up, then you use the portal. But otherwise, even if you think you have something like Ghost Wolf or whatever, it's not reliable if you're slowed, because it's still not going to be a decent enough speed increase. So just take the portal, be safe. There'll only be there'll be 9 I-beam targets total, 3 in each set of waves. First one is easy, second one's fairly easy, third one overlaps really nastily. When we get to phase 2, we're going to CC 2 of the adds, only attack the add that's not CC'd. If you attack the other ones, you are going to cause us lots of headache. So we'll CC 2 of the adds, kill them one at a time. Did we drag the boss around? I don't think we did. I think we kept him steady.
Yeah, we pretty much kept him in the center.
It's too dangerous to move him around, as we saw with the cleaves.
Like, we have to move him with the big void zone.
Yeah,
phase,
you just have to make sure as you move, and then always twist, tilt
back,
away
Ash.
as much as possible. So yeah, just be careful for that.
Solomon.
Also,
It's
you
a
guys know when those
bunch of
combos are
bugs
coming,
in the
so if you
room.
know they're coming and we're moving, just holler. I'll likely miss those overlaps, so just shout something. You can't bring the ads to the boss. They're rooted in place. So I gotta say, oh yeah, and then phase 3, if you soak an orb and you get the buff that makes you do double damage, right before it wears off, you have to make sure you move away from the raid, because when it wears off, you do a big AoE.
Like my plan is
or
I'm building
something or the other,
vampires,
and before you get mind controlled. So please make sure you
vampires, I
run
don't
off
think there's a
before
lot
it
of
finishes.
overlap
I'll likely shout out
with
the first few
the-
targets, and hopefully people will get the idea. Yep,
for
we
higher
stack
cards
up
that I
for the
pulled.
entire thing. Oh, yeah, and I mean, standard things as I was stressing yesterday with regards to the rolling deceit, that you should get that as far away from the group as possible. Sometimes it's going to overlap with the shitty crap on the ground that we have to dodge, and if it does, you may need to blow a defensive cooldown to get it far away from the group, because you may have to eat one of the blasts.
I do have a question about that. If I bubble and drop it off of me, will that immediately spawn an ad?
No, because even when it drops normally, it the cloud appears and you have like a 1.5-second grace period. So just make sure if you do, I don't know if bubble will remove it from you. I assume it probably does. If it does, just make sure you're in motion as you're bubbling, just so that you're already running out of it. Don't stand still, use it, and then run out, because that'll be too risky.
Yeah, because I can't sit over there while I'm healing and wait for it to drop off.
I mean, we have 6 healers now, so probably not a problem. Okay.
Are you gonna put down next so I can put down my portal?
Yeah,
I could.
I'm
You want me to do
I'm
that?
really on the fence with it.
I mean, it would help me know where to put it. So
Because like I'm sure some stuff like my Cosmic Cyclones, Widespread Ruins, like I'm sure those will be fine in a vampire deck. I'm just having a damnedest time pulling the shit that I need.
I don't know why I put the other marks there. I just like triangles. Alright, here we go. Stack up at the X. Yes, be very careful with the teleporter. Make sure that when time comes that you can click on it, so make sure you're close enough to do that, but don't ever stack up on the actual teleporter, then people can't click on it and then we all die horribly. Bum, you can stack up with us. Alright, here we go. We will lust in phase 3, which I believe is 30%.
2, 1.
Yes, 65 and 30. Oh, if you have knockbacks and slows, use them on the ads. Just be careful not to knock them away from the boss. Always knock them towards the boss so that we can keep cleaving. If they get knocked away, it gets really, really bad. Alright, get ready. Actually, no, this is the first darkness, so be prepared. This is going to look a little different than normal. Run out to the gap. There's only one safe zone now instead of 2. And never run in front of the boss as you're running around. So this is going to go from outside in. Careful not to be in front of them. And then now all the way in. After this, immediately get to the X. I-beams are starting in just a second. Alright, here we go. First person. Yori, get the fuck away. Bum Shaker, get the fuck away. Shake, get the fuck away. Alright, bring that ad back over here as quickly as you can, whoever has that one on them. You can throw some stuns on these ads. Get some slows, get some knockbacks if we can. Pay attention if you're getting... Oh, that's the worst place to do it. Never ever fucking do what just happened. They have to only get knocked onto the boss. Knock him off to the side means they die.
I-beam.
Stack up. Get ready to click that portal if you get the debuff. Shen. Bindin. One more, let's see who it is. Wave. Good. Alright. We just have one more overlap. Everything's gonna overlap at the same time right now. We're gonna have ads and I-beam in just a moment and these void zones, so watch out. This is the toughest combo, I think, of the fight. Slow those ads down. Just knock them away for a moment. You don't have try to cleave them, but don't focus on it. Just get into the center. I-beam incoming in just a second. Get ready. Plan your escape route. X-Pride, get out quick. That's gonna kill us. We're dead. That's what happens if you don't react instantly.
I have res.
Not a single worthy trait among you.
Somebody have a Jeeves? If not, I can just run right outside.
That is the nastiest combo of moves there, because we have to deal with, like, it's going to... I mean, we may not be close enough to the portal, so, I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to put down the second one, wasn't I? I'm sorry.
Thank you, Muffy.
Yeah, drop another one closer to us if it's not right on top of us for that
Also,
last
Arrow,
one.
can you hear the music? There should be like some light, like music-y kind of chip bit stuff going.
As DPS, I guess.
And is
Yeah,
it nice?
it's up
is
to
it
you.
nice to have something else in the background?
If he does these,
You wanna meet
I
the
don't
7 healer? I can do it.
Yeah, I don't. think
We already have 6 heals right now.
That's what I'm saying. I will be
That's
I
why
would
he
love
says
my
that.
job to be easier.
Doesn't make our lives easier. It makes it much harder with that many. This fight, anything that's going to wipe us is just going to be a sheer matter of just instant lots of damage at once. Nothing.
I'll invite you. If you fuck up, I'm kicking you though.
Who's talking to?
I will have a very low tolerance on beam deaths on this go tonight here, guys. So I mean, this is X Pride's first time, so it's not a big deal. We'll have a portal closer to us, but make sure you save movement abilities almost exclusively for that. Well, exclusively for that move. There's actually nothing else to use it for. All right, stack up the X.
Sick.
Bring them in.
Remember, guys, Les has twins, so that means he gets 2 fuck-ups.
Listen, I did this last week with you guys. I never.
No, you like it? Alright.
I know, we're just goofing off.
Not like Daster did.
I know you. I know you guys hate Russians, but come on.
Is that better?
Belarusians. We hate Belarusians. I can't recall the last time I had both Lesnichi and Milky in the same raid, though.
Don't look at me like that.
It was the Fairlands.
Fucking furry.
Lesnichi remembers the day.
Yeah, I remember it was Fireland because we were killing this boss with 2 dogs.
Oh, Shanox.
And it was my first raid, to be honest.
But your first raid with us wasn't the
With
last
you.
time with
No,
me?
it was with you.
What do you mean first with me? I've been on like every single raid in 13 years. How did you raid without me?
Because that's why when I get into your guild.
Oh, yeah. I'm talking about the last time you guys raided, not the first time we all raided together. Anyway, you're in here. Let's go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I wish Baja was here. He's fun to watch when he gets it.
Yeah,
He's so fast.
Yeah, that sprint's fantastic looking. It's like 100% extra speed, and then it gets 10% slower every second. It just looks comical.
Yeah.
Tanks do a good job of trying to position him like this, as close as you can, almost like in the same plane as the X. That'll force it so that we're close to the X when the last safe zone appears.
That's my goal, Chief.
Yeah. It was a little bit further away, I think, at the start of the combo on the last attempt. So where we ended up wasn't very close to X or the portal, so we couldn't really easily stack up on it. All right, get to X quickly, guys. For the first I beam, get over here. First person is Binding. Get out. The leap. Disengage. Whatever. Solomon. Sprint or portal. That works too. And Yuri with a blink. Fantastic. Source, adjust your ad so it ends up closer into the group. Into the boss, rather. We can get some more stuns in here, do so. I beams in 6 seconds. Be prepared if you have the slow debuff on, you'll be able to easily run out. Get ready to use the portals. Spite! He's got it with the little zip. There we go. He's out. Solomon again. Can't take the portal, and he's gonna kill everybody. Wipe it. Remember, you can get it more than once, and you can only take the portal once. You get 1 use of the portal. So if you have something you can use, like a guaranteed sprint, a guaranteed blink, or something like that, and you know, use it. The very first I beams, you should know when it's slowed. So since the very first one nobody is slowed for, if you just run, you can do it. If you don't trust your ability to run in the right direction and not kill everybody, use the portal if you feel uncomfortable. But I mean, like, people should use their own personal things for that very first round, so that they have the portal up for the second or third, which are the ones where you could potentially be slowed. And even then, if you're not slowed and you can look at your debuffs, you can make the judgment call of whether you want to use the portal or not. It's always safe to use the portal, but you could always get the debuff a second time, in which case then you don't have that backup. Alright, here we go.
Ooh, already.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Remember, the ads will fixate on a person, so if your ad gets out of position, you can kite it back into position if you're very careful.
Eradicated.
It's too far away.
You know this boogie.
Alright, get ready to head to X. Get to X for the I-beams. Here they come. Right, and get out. Fury, get out. And Cyber, get out. Good job. Careful. Yeah, there we go. Thank you for that. Stun them in there if you can, guys. Try to rotate the stuns while they're stacked up. Nice.
The boss is frozen.
Yeah.
It's good.
That's good, guys.
Probably evading.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
He's not.
He's about to do I-beams though, so.
Yeah, get ready for the I-beams.
Here he goes, he's doing stuff.
That was weird. Run out, shake. Alright, focus up, guys. Bomb, get out. One more, source, get out. Good. Alright, next one's gonna overlap really messily, guys.
I'll take.
Surging Darkness, be prepared. This is gonna overlap with stuff. Alright, we're gonna go from outside in, so be careful.
Inside out.
We're starting in the in, and we're running out to the outer ring. Keep these guys away. I-beams incoming in just a few seconds.
Just stay here and
stack up here, stack up here, stack up on me the purple diamond, guys. Stack up the purple diamond. Up. Run out, Kinky. Cyber run out again. Good. Last person, watch it. Watch dwarf. Watch dwarf. You need a taunt.
Run
Rev,
out,
Rev,
run out.
nope, Rev, we're dead. That was the last one.
It's always the last one.
The last one because I call a wipe. Wipe it. Can't tunnel, guys. Even if a tank's about to die, if we don't run that out, it's a guaranteed wipe. We can always battle res a tank if a tank drops.
Just trying to lay hands on him.
He's immune to heals, so it doesn't matter. The tanking debuff makes it so they can't get healed, so if he gets hit twice, which he did, then any heals are just a waste, actually. To answer the healer's questions there, yes, for the most part, when we get to the last phase, the last 30%, there's just very high AoE damage. You may want to try to... Like, you don't have to have a strict order for all of them, but you should try to spread them out as much as possible. That phase will last, I don't know, maybe 2 minutes tops. So, having a good spread, of course, over the course of those 2 minutes
30
would be
seconds
ideal.
left on G's. Use it now.
We're looking good, guys. We'll get this guy, and we'll be on Zool, which will be fun. Oh, also, the current plan is after we kill Mithrax, we're going to actually step into here on Mythic before we kill Heroic Cahoon. Seems like that's what most people are doing. Mythic Talak is actually very easy. So we'll probably do that before Heroic Cahoon.
Oh, you can
We
eat
will have to drop down to
buffet.
20 people, but we'll just take our 20 most geared people, do that, and then switch back over to
I
Heroic.
love that they haven't like changed the
Yay.
feast.
Yeah, Mythic Mother is
model
also
in,
not too
like,
bad. After that,
3
it gets nasty.
expansions.
Because then the third boss is this guy, and his Mythic mode is he just has phase 1 and 2 combined into one super phase. So I-beams, rolling to seats, crap on the ground, and both sets of ads all at the same time. So if you thought I-beams are bad now, Here we go.
Well, I know who won't be messing that up.
3, 2, 1.
It all depends, source, on where the boss is. So you may still have to adjust. But yeah, putting it a bit ahead is not a bad idea. Just make sure, like, during that transition phase, make sure to try to stack up as much as you can so the person running out doesn't have to clear that many people. The more spread out we are, the more dangerous it is.
Why do I have threat? Why do I have threat?
We also,
Dwarf, why do I...
Could have sworn I taunted there.
It looked like he did for a sec.
Get ready to stack up at X, guys. Or in melee. Just try to get close to the X. Yeah, solo. Novik. Yeah. And how? Whoever is on the Gimma, try to get yours into the boss. Yours is a little bit off to the side. So if you can cut yours around to the, it'll just work itself out. Let's see if I can. Yeah, it works. I-beams incoming. Stack up. Watch out if you have the slow debuff and get off the damn portal. It's impossible to click right now. Here it comes. Let's Nietzsche go.
Nope.
First
time, sorry. Please click.
It was impossible to click the portal. It was impossible to click the portal. I kept trying to mouse over it, and I couldn't. After 10 seconds, I couldn't mouse over it.
No. I mean, I misclicked it. Sorry.
I gave you an outless Nietzsche, and you were honest and still claimed that you fucked up.
That's what I'm saying. I fucked up. Because apparently my lip and bird skin looks the same. So
what?
I have the two buttons next together. Bird skin or whatever the proper name for it.
You've been smoking.
I mean, they're both little brown icons. Sure. They share like 50% of the same pixels. Yeah, just in a different position.
Never got it.
Alright. One more go here before we take our break. Let's at least nobody has made the same mistake twice. So how many more wipes before everyone has screwed up just one time?
Does this include last week?
Oof.
No. If so, we were fine.
Well, then Dastard, you still need to fuck up.
Oh yeah, we're not including last week.
Alright. Here we go. Oop, yeah, I gotta eat up first.
Might be easier to switch to Tiger's Dash instead of Wild Charge.
Sorry?
Oh, sorry for listening to you.
Oh.
No. It's a pretty good leap. It's right there. I'll leap it like 15 yards away.
Tiger Dash is fantastic, and it'll be up for pretty much every single one. It's
Yeah,
200% increase.
The cast
Holy
animation
shit! Yeah.
The cast animation is too slow for the charge.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah. All right, here we go, guys.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I need to get closer.
Get back to the X after this, but do not stack up on the portal. Come on. Up.
God damn it.
I saw you take a step forward to try to click the portal. That did not work. Oh, wipe it and we'll take our break.
Why are people bothering even to use the portal? I mean, I got the stubbiest legs out of anybody, and I just couldn't out.
You somehow made it. I didn't know how you did that either. I think it was luck.
Don't you have like the leaf?
Rev, I don't think people
I don't leave. I
in
just
glass
straight,
houses would be throwing stones.
I just straight sideways.
I watched
I'm out
them
of
walk
everybody.
a little bit and I was just cringing because it was so slow.
But he made it.
It was faster than standing there, though.
That's true. But I only killed 3 people with mine.
What is this, the Murder Olympics?
Yeah, I don't know.
I view that as a small victory, not a large victory. A small victory.
You said we're taking our break?
Yeah, we're gonna take our break here. We're gonna take our break. People are gonna splash some cold water on their face and whatever, take some methamphetamines, whatever the fuck they need to do to make sure they run out of this fast as they need to.
Anyone got some Adderall?
Uppers, everybody, uppers, no downers.
Crack is whack, but meth is king.
Methamphetamine, speed, crack, cocaine, those are all good.
Oh,
The
okay,
weed-
now you got
the,
me.
The
Okay,
weed,
I'm gonna log out to save my flask.
yeah,
You
the
had-
weed and the alcohol
cocaine.
might need to hold back a little bit. Those are going to be a little too slow. Adderall, sure.
I just gotta contact my pusher.
God, I can't even imagine how many fucking things I'd call out on a raid if I was taking Adderall.
Roxo the clown.
I imagine it would
Dastard
be
on
epic stuff
Adderall
your
sounds like
character
nightmare
took.
fuel.
I think it'd just be, I'd be like a
Here, enjoy my
football-
penis.
Non-American football, what are they called? Announcers? Just as they're narrating the play-by-plays, but just with the DBM timers, just like every 2 seconds, just updating on the latest thing that's about to happen constantly.
It feels like you do that now.
You know.
I don't mean that as a dick dastard. I love
No,
you.
no, I
It
know.
does- It does feel like you do that now.
I know. People message me all the time like, oh my god, you're such an amazing raid leader. I literally look at the DBM timers and like, hey guys, 10 seconds before this move, please don't fuck it up. 5 seconds, 2 seconds, someone's gonna fuck this up. Oh, somebody fucked it up. I didn't know it was coming up. What?
Back in the old day, the rumor was that Dastard didn't breathe. He had gills on the side of his neck.
It doesn't help unless I'm in water.
I'm surprised
Nope.
there's not a rumor that
It allows you to talk and still breathe, like little flaps on the side of your neck. Anyway, I'll be back in 15 minutes.
15?
You said 15-minute break, right?
10 minutes. Yeah, go. You get 10. We're already cutting into it.
Which is 5 now, I think.
My wild's crashed.
No, we have like 8 minutes. I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be right back.
Now you're staring at me?
I'm back. Who here has gotten an item level 380 item from a Mythic plus 10 chest?
Me?
Can you link it?
That's accepting Azurite, right?
Erdbeben.
Those are all the 380s. Okay. Yeah. So, after doing a bit more research on it, I think it looks like what we discussed yesterday was correct. What happens is when you do a plus 10 in your chest, you are guaranteed a 380. Wildhead is completely correct, but it will show up as Warforged at the very least. So it's guaranteed to always be Warforged or Titan Forged to 380. So essentially, you Warforged on a 380 or on your Mythic 10 item from your cache, it doesn't exist. There's only Titan Forging on it. So you will always get a 380 that says Warforged because it counts it as a base 370 for whatever fucking reason, and it can Titan Forge up to I think a 395. I haven't seen a 400.
No, my Mythic 10 is 385 and it doesn't show anything.
Let's see it.
I just linked it to chess.
It's because it's Azurite.
Azurite, yeah. Azurite gear is 385, yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. And it's just a flat 385 because it can't Warforge or Titan Forge. So yeah, as previously communicated, you will always get a 380 at least from a Mythic 10 from the chest. It'll show up as Warforged, and any Warforging it actually becomes is Titan Forged. So don't get excited. I think it's to cheat and make you feel more excited that, oh my god, look, my piece Warforged. In actuality, it's always that. It's only if it Titan Forged did it actually Warforge. So I feel bamboozled. I was so excited that I kept getting Warforges, and in actuality, they weren't. I mean, there's just a tiny range for it to actually get better, right? So if it starts at 380, you can only roll. It can only jump up 3 more times, 3 more buckets or whatever. Alright, let's get back in here, guys. We should be ready to continue in just a moment here. Zool's trash is going to take a while, which kind of sucks. We're not going to get a lot of time on him here.
I needs my Zool.
Yeah, I need Zool badly. With luck, we have pretty decent DPS. With luck, we can do the Zerg strat. With the Zerg strat, we should be able to kill him within 1 round of ads. He'll spawn 2 rounds of ads, the initial one, and he'll spawn 1 more set. And we'll kill him before he does a 3rd set of ads. That'll transition very quickly, something like a minute and a half into the fight, or 2 minutes or so, something like that. And then we just have like 2 minutes to kill him with low stacks. And with this many paladins, that's at least 4 blessing and protections. That's what, 45 seconds for each one, so that's 3 minutes of that phase. We could probably do every transition with blessing and protection, which we're just done, easy, we're done. So I actually went from being very scared of that to being more hopeful. I know we can do the Zerg strat, maybe not with everybody. We have 1 or 2 people who are a little low. We might have to adjust, but alright, Milky, Novik, Shen, Rev, Dwarf, Bed. That's actually a lot of people. Let's try that again. Check ready if you are here. If you're not here, don't check ready. That's how this works. Dwarf and Rev. Rev is here. Dwarf. I hope we actually have... Oh, there is a Dwarf boss in the next tier, so Dwarf Smasher will actually finally get to show us how good he is at smashing dwarves.
If he ever comes back.
If he ever comes back. He went out for a pack of cigarettes and just never came back.
Well, that's cool. As long as
No,
he
that's
didn't go
Dad.
for vacation.
See, I can't make jokes like that, like because my dad's literally just there, so I can't be like, oh yeah, just like Dad left me when he's playing fucking WoW with me right now.
No, but when he annoys you, you could be like, sometimes I really wish he would just go out for a pack of smokes.
I wish you
Yeah,
were my. I wish you were my dad.
I want to clarify something.
There's no
I'm
proof
only
that you're my
your
dad. Yeah.
because your mom says so.
Oh.
Seriously, dwarf. Alright, everyone has my permission to use all the toys in their toy box on dwarf.
I can go tank.
Are you sure? I have 281 toys I could use on it.
I have 4 over 500. No, 480.
Dwarf, you back? I don't even see him anymore. He's just covered in all the toys.
He's covered in toys.
I don't even know where he is anymore. I should be angry, but this is actually just a bit amusing.
That
Oh,
seems a
God.
bit extra.
Does anyone have the gem of acquiescence? Acquiescence. Acquiescence. That's how you pronounce that word. Just makes a bunch of tentacles kind of just around your screen. It's probably the worst thing you could use on this fight.
Oh, he's back.
Hooray! Dwarf, you're back. We can stop casting toys on you?
No.
Alright, thank you everyone for not putting the toys on the teleporter. Here
Well,
we go.
it's only
Back to
because
the
Dwarf
X.
was sitting back there.
Hey, move up to the X, guys. And check ready. I know you're all fucking here. Cyber! Cyber, don't make me smack you. Oh, I should really get rid of these tentacles. Bomb?
I'm just messing with you.
I'm just being an asshole.
I mean, hold on what?
You know it's a 15-minute dump.
I swear to God. Alright, here we go. We're good to start. No more mistakes here with the I-beams, guys. Stack up tight. If you feel like you may screw things up, maybe you're getting laggy or whatever, just run out of the group. If most of us are stacked up, one person being out of the group is fine. So if you don't trust yourself, you can move out of the group. Just make sure you move far away from the group so you don't bridge, connect the circuit, so to speak, and have the I-beam person hit you and then chain into the group. Out to in. We'll finish this very close to the X.
It's too far away.
Just stand right at the edge of this next one here. When this is done, we'll just take one step back and then use the teleporter. Alright, here we go. First person, X Pride. And we're all
Nice.
dead. Alright, that's the last mess up on that. One more and I'll have you benched.
What do we do?
Wipe. If the I-beam happens, it's just a wipe. There's no recovering from an I-beam. But there's no excuse to screw up the first set.
I forgot the soul stone after break too. I'm sorry.
Like, if you plan on using the portal, you have to. It's a little bit harder as a healer because you have to have your mouse over the portal, just waiting to get it. If you're trying to spot heal with the mouse and then rush over and click on it, that will never work because sometimes the camera angles get all screwy and sorts of stuff like that, and you can't try to click it last second. If you're going to use the portal, you have to be hovering over it. Yeah.
No, we
please.
don't, but at this point, just stay dead.
Another thing to point out, some of you guys who haven't been here before, make sure you put a big hairy announcement on DBM.
Oh,
the I-beam.
that's a fair point.
Okay. You
What
get a
if you
little,
don't use a GBM anymore?
well, if you don't, then
Need to reevaluate.
you
Well,
are how do we say? You're foxy.
Oh, hold up. Are you using big wigs?
I'm using big wigs.
Yeah,
Okay, that has
that's acceptable. It's the
I'm
same
always, all my life I'm using big wigs.
Big
So
wigs
when you were like 6 months old, you were using big wigs?
No, I mean for the Warcraft.
Thank you for clarifying. We were so confused.
Yeah, I don't know you guys. You're Americans.
Fucking lies.
God damn it.
You're lucky thing I'm not American.
But I think we have like 3 or 4 non-Americans.
How many people are not raiding from America? I know some people are immigrants, obviously, but I know we have at least 3 people raiding from outside of America. Is that right?
Not sure.
I mean, Canada is basically America. It's the same thing. Whatever.
I think Howard.
No, not really.
Yeah, I think it's just me and Hal.
Is it just you and Hal?
Yeah.
This is what, man? How, what?
Oh, I'm coming to you live from the glory of the Soviet Union.
How come whenever we reference your name, you sound like we just woke you up?
Because I normally not listen until someone say my name.
You know, right? By the time we've said your name, it's usually too late. You've killed us.
Might be true.
Really. All right, focus up. Here we go. Let's pick this up, guys. We got a little over an hour. I want this boss down. Hopefully soon enough that we can get some time on Zool. If we don't, well, we'll see here. So focus up by the. If we don't get it within the next 20 minutes,
that
we're
or
gonna
die
start dropping
part that I've got to
people that aren't running out, or people who are.
I don't mind serve. But I'm not a big fan of
Not
dying.
doing enough deeps or heals. This is going outside in, so we'll finish right next to the X.
Looking at you through the glass. Don't you tell you I'm excited. All I know is that it feels like
Alright, you can stack right by the X. I-beams in 4 seconds, let's do it. Kinky. Solo. And Shen. Good. Bring these ads up, run them up. Please don't root them that far back. Alright, good. Good. Keep them slowed. By putting the slow traps right on top of us aren't as helpful, because if they're there, they're already on us. I beam in 3 seconds. Get ready, especially if the slow debuff. Be prepared to click the portal. Here it comes. 3. Got Solo first. Good. Got Gamma Druid. Good. And the last one. Good. Alright, the next one is the toughest one, guys. Make sure you're prepared. He did that slightly sooner. No, it's going to overlap at the same time. We got 10 seconds, so get ready, guys. You can replace the portal right after this next one. Alright, stack up on top of me, the skull, guys. Stack up on me, the skull, and have the portal. Do not stand on it. You ready? Solo, get out. Good. Alright, and last person, Cyber, get out. Ooh, that was close. Alright, we're pushing the phase. We're good. We made it through the tough part. Watch Dwarf. Get these ads. Kite them over on top of the boss, guys. They're not going to die if they're off to the side. So if it's fixated on you, run it up to the boss. The Nerubians are in 5 seconds, so finish these ads quick. Get ready. Remember, mages to CC the ads on the right. We'll kill the one in the middle, and I'll CC the one on the left. Kill the one next to the boss.
Make sure you get the fuck out if you have rolling to see. Put it as far away as
you have plenty of time. Yeah, get as far away from the group as you can. Spam heal yourself or use defenses or whatever. Alright, get the purple diamond now. Get the purple diamond now, everybody. Ooh, someone just ran over and hit the knot. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you definitely said purple diamond, man, but
How did that
yeah.
happen? I got turned upside. That was my bad. That was entirely me. Color dyslexic, apparently. Go ahead and get the purple diamond now. Make sure we chain interrupts. We'll be fine here. The next void zone shit on the ground will be in a few seconds, so be prepared. Remember, try to get
Watch out, there's a cloud very close
really
to
close
that
to purple diamond. Yeah, be very careful, guys. You got to get them further because the ads can't be moved. So you got to get them further from the square and purple diamond going forward. In front of the boss is a great place because we're never going to run over there. So running over to that console is a great place to run.
Green.
Yep. Watch out, do not get cleaved. This phase ends at 30%, so just nice and steady. Ads are going to appear in 3 seconds, so be prepared how you need to use it offensive to keep alive during that. It does hurt. Alright, CC these 2 ads. Take out the purple diamond, it's the one we're next to. Mages, just get the circle, perfect. Just keep them there, it's fine. Just don't, Yep, somebody triggered a cloud. Who was that? I touched bomb. Kill this ad immediately, otherwise we're going to wipe, but the fact that we already aggroed it is... Get the one in front, Anka Bryden. Be behind because we have to kill that. We can't get another ad or whatever. Alright, get this last one, guys. One in the back. Run those rolling seats as far away from the group as you can. Remember, it is a dot, so use defensives. If you can get the distance very quickly, stay close so you get the heals and then sprint off at the last second. It's the only thing you have to use cooldowns for here. Alright, get ready. The clouds are appearing, so get closer. Up the easy one. So we'll have one more round of those ads in 5 seconds, guys. Get ready to CC them. We're going to have to CC them right away. Do not get cleaved here. Alright, CC these. Get the one close to us. Good. Alright, readjust positions. Get this first one close to us. Well, this should be the last one we get. We'll get the oh, I see with the mark. It marked him with the purple diamond. I have a purple diamond on the ground. That's what.
Which one are we getting?
Get the one that's with the actual purple diamond mark on it. That's what's screwing things up. I just switched it to a skull once I started attacking it. Run the things out. Nuke him. Nuke him. Ignore this last ad for a second. Let's make sure we push the phase, and then we'll kill that last ad. There should be plenty of time, but just be prepared to switch to it quickly, guys. And get ready to put him in the center if you can, so we can see either side of him. Alright, cool. What phase? Last phase. Alright, get this ad. Get the one in the back quickly, guys. Quick. Chain interrupted. I'm gonna pop Lust, actually. I don't see the orbs. Oh, there, it's on the ground. Alright, it's underneath them. Alright, so yeah, there's gonna be multiple orbs at a point, guys, so be careful. Who got the debuff? Source, make sure before it wears off, you do run out of the group. The next one is directly underneath them.
I got it.
Alright, just remember, it will kill you, so... get ready, Dwarf, to grip over Source as soon as she's mind controlled.
I don't see this one.
Which way were you facing? Oh shit, it went through him. Yeah, I'll get it. Yeah, be careful. It jumps in the direction you're facing, guys, so face towards the group and not away from you. Shit, Source, you were a little too far away.
Sorry.
Start spamming stuff. You don't have to run that far, you just have to run a couple yards.
Fixing to go.
Don't CC her, guys, just kill her. If you can get a grip on her, that'd be great.
I'm feared.
With that fear. Yep, that's because of the psionic blast. Alright. Oh, fuck. Who spawned that?
I got feared into it.
Yeah.
Somebody was feared.
Fuck. We have to kill that ad. Blow all defenses right before it dies.
We got feared.
Yeah, people are running way too far with these mind controls. You only have to run like a couple yards away. You just can't be next to everybody.
Another one.
No, we're dead. We're fucked. Alright, so let's be clear. Once you get mind controlled, it's at like a 5-yard radius. That's it. You just have to run like 2 steps away from the group.
Not a single worthy
it wrecks everybody that it touches, but if you're just 2 steps out of the group, you're fine. If you're on the opposite side of the room, we can't interrupt. If we can't interrupt, you fear people. You fear people, people run into crap, and then we die. So just move 2 steps away. The dwarf should be able to grip each
Make
person
sure you're
after.
grouped up as well.
Yeah, everyone should be stacked at the X. Each person who gets mind control just walks 2 steps away. That person will get gripped into the group, we can get cleaved while being chain interrupted, and we'll just cleave them down 1 person at a time. And then that should be it. That was very, very, very close to a kill. The only hard phase is that first phase. Do we have a res? Doesn't seem like it. At this point, just hold off, don't release. But yeah, that last phase is not nearly as hard. It's easy. But yeah, to be clear, yeah, if you're bouncing the orb back and forth, always face towards the center of the room so that people can aim for it.
That was a close one.
But yeah, we can get this next go as long as we make it through that first phase, or the phase 1 rather. Also, if you guys are getting feared, holler. We have 3 shamans. We can alternate tremor totems. So if it does go off.
So we're gonna lust around like 6 minutes into it.
At the whenever phase 3 begins. Oh, when that is.
Yeah,
that was minutes, so probably, yeah, about 6 minutes or so. What look like? It will be probably faster because we won't get one of those big Yogg Saron ads.
I'm just trying to figure out my berserk and stuff.
Yep. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's stack up. Did I miss my food? I did. Yeah, the DPS requirement in that last phase isn't too bad. We had, what, 3 people mind controlled at that point, so it will be a steady stream of people getting mind controlled, but that shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, that was a good push, guys.
And those mind control targets are priority, right?
They can't get any casts off, otherwise they fear people potentially into the things we just saw. They need to be killed. They need to be focused down and cleaved onto the boss. So you can knock them around and everything, so if they're very close, we can knock them and grip them over as necessary so that we can cleave them with the boss. Hopefully Dwarf can grip each each person's mind control, which should be almost 30 seconds apart. Not that much, like 20 seconds apart.
Yeah, it should be good then. It has a 15-second cooldown.
When you can mass grip.
Alright, here we go. But they should go down really fast if they're stacked on the boss. They only had like 300k HP each. I think double what we normally have. If you see the moon mark I just put down, that's what I'm going to ask people to run with the mind control right before it wears off. That way, it's right next to the tanks. They can very easily grip. You won't do out of range or anything crazy like that. That may not work if it overlaps with some of this crap on the ground, but we'll see. Alright, get the X. Get ready. First beam in 1 second. Wave. Next is Yori. And lastly, me. I'm gonna knock back, careful. That was a double knockback. Just want to try to space these out if we can, so. But these are perfectly positioned right now, so yeah, perfect knockback. I beam in 3 seconds, get ready. Knocks over that portal if you get the slow. How? Novik. Cyber. Oh yeah, the first 2 people just walked out and they made it. Good job. Alright, this last one's a tough one, so let's be very careful here.
Yo, what up, Sam? How the fuck you been, buddy? Haven't seen you in a bit.
I need to get closer. Thank you for the knockback.
Life treating you
get ready
alright,
to just
Sam?
stack up on top of, well, yeah. Get ready to just stack up on top of me if you can. We can't really get back to the X right now, so you can use the green version of the portal.
Thank
fuck
you.
me.
Bastard.
Yep. I tried to click on the green portal and that didn't work. I should have just kept running. Yeah. I was saying use the green portal, but we were a step away from it, so that was kind of bad. They are. Yeah, I mean, that is... Yeah. Yeah.
Midterms.
No, I should have... I mean, the timing of everything is exactly 100% consistent.
Well, I hope that's all
so
going well.
Do not release, guys. I could have kept running. I have I wasn't slowed in any way, so I could have made it away. I just tried to click the portal to be safe, and it was a dumb idea. If you're not slowed, you can always run out of it in time if you react fast enough, which I did. I just stopped.
We're gonna have to make note of that dash, or you're gonna have to step it up, or we're gonna sit you.
Ah.
Two to go. Hey, it's only 2 to go, right?
Alright, stack up an X. Oh, wait, food buff. Alright, here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I will do neither. Fuck wad. What do you have to say to that? Japanese and statistics. See, I hear so many people bitch about stats, and like it just
We're gonna be a
seems
little
like
far from the
easy
X here,
math.
so just make sure you get back in time. Should be fine. We have a couple second grace period.
It's too far away.
Alright, cut back to the X. We have 2, 1. Here it comes. Grab first. Shen.
Shatter.
Right in.
Mitigate. Easy fucking peasy. Love it. Love it.
Remember, if those ads are on you guys, you can run them into... If they come from behind you or anything like that, try to reposition yourself to maximize the AoE on them. The faster they go down, the less chance you have a slow debuff when the second ivy comes up. Alright, I beam
You
in
been
2
able to play
seconds, watch
anything,
out
Sam,
especially for
or
the slow debuff.
is it just all study all the time?
Sneechy first. Good. Rev. Ow. Alright, just 3 more beams for us to not fuck up and we'll be good. Alright, so we will be right on top of the green when we come out of this phase, so we'll just stack right by the green. We'll do what I said last time, but actually. You look at me, the skull, just stop right here, right next to it. Do not be on the portal, be next to it. Alright, here they come. X-Pride first. Good. Next is Biden. Good. And Novik Blast. Alright, good. Get these ads together. Kite these ads up to the boss if they're on you guys. We've already transitioned, so these ads need to die in the next 10 seconds, so. Ideally the boss would win. Alright, get ready to make sure we CC these quick. CC these ads. And get the one next to him. Good.
That one's on you. Please run it up to the boss.
It's on Shen. Looks like. Where's Shen?
He has the rolling deceit.
Alright, next purple diamond, guys. Purple diamond. I know it's confusing because it's putting the purple diamond mark. I'm gonna call it based upon the mark on the ad, not the position. In fact, I'm gonna get rid of square purple diamond. It's confusing.
The other one got free.
Circles broke.
Yep, it's already been re-CC'd, but I guess it's time to attack it anyway.
Fallout 76.
So we're gonna go through 3 rounds of these ads, guys, and then we should be fine. So just nice and steady here.
I wish I was
They can
interested
be
in Fallout
smart, so we take
76.
advantage of that. They just can't be moved.
This seems so thoroughly uninteresting to me.
Placement of those first few rolling deceits look really good. The further the better. So outside in. Make sure you're blowing a defensive there, Gimma, because you're going to get hit by each one of those. There's no safe distance away from it. Do not be
Master, it's on you.
Yep. We were stacked. We have to be stacked up, so I could not run out.
Add.
Yep. CC these. I was hoping I would have enough time afterwards, but I did not. Let's throw CC on the purple diamond. We haven't battle resed anybody, right?
No.
You get the purple diamond ad and go ahead and pick Shen up. Alright, let's get the circle now. Throw some lips on it.
Shatter. Taunt. Bam. In fucking.
Make sure you run off Cyber, X-Pride, and Wave with the rolling deceits. It shouldn't overlap with the. Actually, it's just going to overlap with the crap coming up, so just be prepared. Use a defensive to survive wave if you need to. Use a big defensive wave and get back here as soon as you can. I mean, book it over here as soon as you can. Yeah. That's a shitty overlap, but it can happen. Alright, get the CCs on these, take these out quick. Oh, CC the circle instead and cleave off the purple diamond. So CC the star instead, excuse me, and cleave off the purple diamond since it's closer. I don't know why people are attacking the star.
I'd say they're still getting attacked.
CC the star, keep CCing the star until people stop attacking it. Now attack the star. After the star, just actually 50 seconds. We should be fine. Just be safe. Nuke him first, and then we'll take out the last one again, just to make sure we push the phase. Alright, get ready. Just
I
a
gotcha.
moment.
Yeah, if you were playing
All right,
on
switch the ad.
PS4,
Switch the ad in the back range.
if I knew a bunch of people on PS4 that were playing it, like I might be interested in checking it out, but like it does.
Call out when that first orb spawns. I can't see it right now.
The thesis of that game looks very uninteresting to me.
If you could drag him closer.
It's up somewhere.
Anybody see it? Oh, we're standing in it. Okay, we're standing in it. We're good. So it's gonna be kind of a mystery who gets it here. The first person to get it is Biden. Move over to the moon, Biden. Yeah. And just be prepared to grip him dwarf when he becomes mind controlled. Where's the next one?
I got it.
You got it? Okay. Holler if you're grabbing those. Alright, after Biden gets mind controlled, right before you get mind controlled, head over to the moon. Alright, get ready on Biden soon. Yep. All right, grip him over.
Bomb move over to the moon.
Bomb move to the moon now.
Oh, you're doing it on X.
You can you can attack the boss. Once you see the swirl underneath you, that you have to run
Now.
away. That swirl shows you that you have to get out of the group. So get ready to grip him again. Yep. Someone grabbed on the other side. Okay,
damage.
Just get bomb quick.
Bed's down.
Pick up bed immediately. Grip me over, dwarf and
Healing cooldown.
And the boss.
What the hell is that fucking fear?
Somebody didn't grab the orb is the problem. It's on the ground just AoEing. Yeah, we can't tank him against that wall tanks. We can't see the orb on the other side. Like, we can't see when it's bouncing over there. Also, no one should be facing towards that wall. Like, it's impossible to see. Bum grabbed it because he's melee, and I guess another melee grabbed the next one, but that should have been a kill, and we only didn't because the orb landed on the ground and then just wrecked us.
Well, I mean, at that point, if we were standing on X to face the boss, we were facing the wall.
So where do you want him that phase?
Just
actually put the boss like toward where the moon's at.
He should actually.
We can run out to the side. We can run over here.
Yeah, he should be in the middle. At that point, you should just probably put him at the X in the center, and we'll just stand in melee all around him, because there's nothing else. Like, we don't have to stack up at X away from him or anything anymore. We'll just stack up directly behind him, but we just need to be able to see both sides of him if the orb bounces to the other side, because it's very obvious. It makes a big pillar of purple. The thing is, if he's on top of it, we can't see.
I just barely saw the bottom of it, so I ran underneath the boss and got it.
Yeah.
Righto.
I'm gonna drop juice in the back.
Pardon? But yeah. To the people during phase 2, yeah, you should. I mistimed it. I thought I could get out of the group quickly enough after the last purple thing disappeared, or got a decent enough distance, but it still was gonna drift towards us. So I made a bad call there. If your deceit is going to overlap with the rings, you should try to stay in the rings as long as possible, and then when it's going to wear off, get to where you need to and use a defensive, so you only get hit by one purple if you can avoid it. In the case of yours, Gemma, you survived, but you probably could have stayed in the safe zones for the first 1 or 2, and then sprinted off and then dropped it for the last one. In the case of Waves,
hell yeah,
it was probably better for him to eat the first one, drop it, and then lead back.
Good luck
into
with
the
your
group
exams, man.
Make it. In the case of mine, I probably should have run off and then used a defensive cooldown and eaten the last ring and then dropped mine far enough away. So, if done correctly, you should only have to eat one ring with a defense, one of the void zones with a defensive cooldown. You shouldn't ever have to do more than one because of how long it takes. Yeah, just.
HP highlights.
Pardon?
Get down to 1%.
He was pretty low.
Yes.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah, so it's yeah, so just keep an eye on the timing, how long you have to move out with the rolling deceit, and time it with everything else. That's why if there's not the shadow shit on the ground, you should get as far away as you can. So if people have rolling deceit while it overlaps with the whatever the shadow crap is called, they don't necessarily need to run super far away. They just need to get as far away as they possibly can. Yeah. Alright, here we go, guys. Stack up on the X. Let's do this. We're so close.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
To be honest, tanking him in that spot in between is probably more ideal as well, so that when the ads spawn, they all go funnel through him. Right now, the ads on half the side are going towards us. So, if after this first round of marker down. After this first round of Shadow Surging Darkness, if you put him where the move was previously, which is obviously not going to overlap this time, if you put him by the moon and just make him face towards the console, that's probably the best thing for positioning, rather against the side.
Sounds
So
good, Captain.
Yeah. Alright, get back over to the X. Here we go. Rev first.
People are too close to the other portal. You guys need to sit up.
Yeah. How? Get out. Alright, good. Yeah, see, if the boss was at the moon right there, these ads would have gone right through him. Instead, they're not. The whole goal is to make the ads walk through him, which is why we're stacked up at X.
There we go.
Alright, incoming beams, get ready. Make sure you click the purple if you need to. Let's Nietzsche first. We're dead. I can already tell. You didn't react immediately. You hesitated a second, so you died. Wipe it quick. Stack up, guys. We're wiping, so just stack up. Kills him. Now we gotta wait. Do we have a res?
Yes. Once again, sorry, and I think I'm the first one who did it twice now.
No, X probably was the first person to do it twice. Fucking druids.
Sorry, I thought I had like a second to it.
Nah, he came clean about admitting his fuck up on the first ones.
I am.
So he at least gets some honesty out of me.
I can't.
It's not easy.
Being cheesy.
God damn it, bedpost.
So should we just tank him at Moon from now on?
Yeah, he should just always be up Moon. I thought that's what we were doing before. I thought we had him in the center facing the side, and I think that somehow became put him to the side facing the side over time. Gradually, we just kind of forgot, because I'm pretty sure the initial way we did it was he was right in front of us off the side, because on normal, the ads spawn in the same spot on the corners, and they would funnel right through him trying to get to us at the X. That's why we're stacked up at X, so the ads have to go through him. With him on the side, the ads on the left side just come up behind us, and we have to knock them into the group, which is kind of defeating the purpose of the positioning. Alright, here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, during phase 3, feel free to just stay on the boss or stacked up in the group until the purple thing appears underneath you. That's the sign that you have to take like 2 steps out of the group and then fine.
Make sure you're not in front of him.
Be in front of him.
Somebody got cleaved.
Careful, some of you are gonna get clipped by that. You're just a step too. Yeah, listen, you weren't actually in the safe spot. You gotta be past the blue line. You can't be on it. If you're on it, you'll get hit by 2 waves. Actually, I get ready to get to the X, guys. I get to the X. There it is. First person Raja. Second shake. And the last person, X Pride. Good. Nice. Yeah, this works much better. Alright, get ready. Second round of I-beams in 3 seconds. Get ready. First one's Mass. Second one, Novik. The last one, Shen. Good. Alright, watch out. This last round is the toughest one. Get through this, and good. Preemptively put some slows where the ads appear from, and we can slow them down before they reach us. Just keep knocking them away from them. Alright, 5 beams coming soon. Stack up right where the skull is. It's not on me, but right in. Good. Run out solo. With the last person. Don't fuck it up. Fight. Perfect. Alright, cool. Yeah. Try to knock these ads back up there if we can, and knock. Run them up there if they're on you guys. If they're actually fixated on you, run them up so that they can be cleaved with the boss. Can't be AoEing them separately. So if you Biden, you got to run forward. Your ad is not.
Ads up.
The ads are up. You guys sheeped the wrong one, but that's fine. Alright, rolling deceits are going out. Let's kill this first one. Alright, kill the one that's the purple diamond. Alright, the first round of those are pretty good. Alright, get the last ad here. And back onto the boss. Just 2 more waves of those ads and we'll be good. They will overlap a little weird with the crap on the ground as we've seen. Rolling deceits are going to overlap. Watch out. Pay attention to how you may have to. So who's going to get it first? You're probably going to want to. Actually, I don't know if you're going to. Actually, you can drop it off on the side here. Yeah, you'll be able to run it back to the side with the next ring. Same thing with Gabera, same thing with Novik. Just run it off to the sides, as far off to the sides as you 3 can. Alright, get the CC on these ads. CC the star, please. We'll kill the purple diamonds as you close there. Oh, fuck. Focus on the Auxarian ad. Get ready to blow a defensive cooldown as soon as it dies. Defensive in 3, 2, now. Alright, finish off this purple diamond. Alright, get the star now. You can still get this just fine. Just make sure we get the interrupts here. Get ready to jump on the circle. Alright, jump on the circle. The next set are going to overlap. Definitely, guys, so be prepared. You have to figure out how to move. He's going to put crap on the ground very soon, so make sure you're running off with those. Careful. You're probably going to have to blow cloak in some fashion. Solo. If you can blow cloak to drop it early, that'd be great, actually.
Another one's up.
How? Guys, you gotta, like, you spawn it and you have to run immediately. You can't hesitate. You gotta run off it right away or you just spawn this ad. This ad is horrible. Get some CCs on these. No, we're dead, because, yeah, of course we are. Let me be clear, guys. I'd rather you kill yourself than accidentally spawn that ad.
Just fucking kill yourself.
So if you use an immunity that locks you in position, you cannot do that. You have to, the second you drop that cloud, you have to be running out of it. Cannot hesitate for a split second. I don't want to see another one of those people running off and then dropping the cloud and then taking too long to get out of it. That's a really silly thing that should be avoidable. Because there's no point in running out if you're just going to spawn the ad anyway.
Anybody have a Jeeves?
Yep. I was in the back last before I go.
So if we have the exact same timing, it seems, well, it depends if we have to run from outside in or
Waves is up.
if the final wave is in the ring is the outermost one or the innermost one. If it's the outermost one for the second time we have the rolling, the second one we get rolling deceits during or whatever, then that's easy. You just run off to the sides because it's in the center and that should be fine. But if it's the other one, if it's in the center, you have to blow a defensive and run out for the very last wave. right before the last ring hits, you have to use a defensive, eat it, and then run forward. Alright, here we go. Doesn't one-shot you. Shadow crap on the ground only does about 60% of your HP. One with rolling deceit. It's a little bit stronger, obviously. Watch the cleaves always during these. I get back to X, get ready to run off. We got Gimma first. We got Mass. And the last one is Shake. Source uses a little bit out of the group, so if you can bring it back in. Really nice with the AoE. Hopefully people's stack should be wearing off, but be prepared to click on the portal. Try not to stand right on the portal, please, so that we can click on it. If we have to. Shen first.
Oh shit, I got caught in my motherfucking whirling dragon punch. Sorry.
Wipe it quick. By the way, if the first one kills like 5-6 people, just don't run the other ones off. I appreciate you guys running immediately, but just sit in this.
Not a single worthy traitor among you.
You're not blowing onks on that each time, are you, Raiden?
No, he has a B-res.
Why the shit would you do that?
I don't know.
YOLO once.
And if he's, I don't know how the hell he's getting onks back that quick.
He's Superman.
He's only using the yellow ones.
Um.
Alright, 30th time's a charm.
I mean, it's very unforgiving, and like it happens. There are little subtleties, like if you were a rogue and you activated Killing Spree, and then you got targeted, you just get fucked. You'd kill everybody. Same thing with the Dragon Punch, because it actually locks you in place for a second. There are some moves that you just have to be conscious of during that combo to ease up for just a second. Be careful. That may not be immediately obvious. Let's get around to buffs, and we'll go.
Well, Ed, you could be like me and just stand there.
Or that. Healing somebody that's unhealable.
Even better.
Here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, make sure you get to the X. Here come the beams. Who gets the beam? Shake first. Milky. We're dead.
Yeah, somebody stood in the portal. I just like it right away.
This game's fun.
You have to
So much fun.
You have to be careful. Like, if nobody was moving at that point, so if it was difficult to click the portal, it should have been difficult from the start. So if you're going to use the portal, you have to be with your mouse over the portal for the duration of him casting those. You can't try to click on it at the last second.
No, that's what I did. My thingy was right on the portal all the time.
We can't, Novik. It's saved us from a number can't get out normally. That said, again, the very first wave, though, no one should be using portal for that first round because no one's slowed. The portal's to help with people who are getting slowed, not for just... Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Alright, here we go. Well, that's cool. Somehow I clicked the portal already. Here we go.
No, you don't need the portal.
I don't need it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Don't get cleaved. When you pull them into the inner ring, try to pull them center of it, just to reduce the chance that we get cleaved. Alright, so that's Rev first. Stack up on the X guys. Second is X Bride. And Shen. Good. Dwarf got all 3 hits, Bed. You did not taunt. Dwarf is unhealable right now.
I did taunt. He didn't move out of it.
Oh, well. That's a different thing then.
Yeah, sorry about that. My internet shit out for a second.
Next I-beams are in 7 seconds. Let's not mess them up, please. Keep an eye on whether or not you get it refreshed in just 2 seconds. Be prepared. Novik first. Then how? Noki. Redeemed! Alright, we're good. Alright. Let's get some knockbacks on these. Get ready. Alright, stack up right on top of me. We will not have usage of the portal, so be prepared to run. Get ready to book it. Stay close. Cyber, get out. Cyber, get out. Yep, we're dead.
Not a single worthy trait among you.
What happened to you, Cyber? Were you slowed?
Yeah, I think I was slowed.
Yeah, it didn't look like you sped out of the group like you normally do, so I assume you were slow. It's
I
the
was on
whole
my
reason.
horse,
The whole
so-
reason we have the portal up is because people with slow can't run out of the group fast enough. It's not.
He could totally hand to freedom himself. Don't give him that.
Oh, that's true. Cyber, retort.
Damn,
Yeah,
son.
but it takes an extra cooldown to do that.
Sorry.
It takes an extra cooldown to do that, which is by the time I get that off and use horse, I'll be killing everybody.
See, I'm hand of freedoming myself even when that whole thing starts, just in case.
Yeah, if you have an ad on you and you have a buff, if you can wipe the stacks from you during the I phase before you're targeted, wipe it beforehand just to be safe. Be preemptive. That last phase, guys, is the last round of I beams is the toughest part. Use everything in your arsenal to make sure you do not kill the group.
Cyber?
If you have, oh, sorry, one more thing. If you're slowed and you have nothing you can do, and the portal isn't up or anything like that, just run away from the group. Just run off. And then if you don't get I-beam, great, there's no problem. But if you can't guarantee that you can click a portal or use some other ability to get out of the group, then just leave the group. We don't want everyone to do that, because if everyone's all over the place, the beam's going to chain around us. But if like 4 people who aren't confident in their ability to run out with the slow, just run off. It's fine. We just need to survive it. Okay.
Cyber, that was the wrong answer. The correct answer was, wait, what? I'm a pally?
By the way, they no longer the horse is back down to 3 seconds. It's not 8. It's not 10 seconds anymore like on PTR. They decided that was a stupid change.
Boo.
That would have been awesome.
It would have.
It was probably just a mistake.
4, 3.
We only got 20 minutes left, guys. Let's focus up. At this point, we're in the range of, if anyone does the beam and wipes us, and they've already done that before, I'm going to have to ask them to sit out. So, if you do not want to miss the kill, no more. Same shit with the rolling deceit. Alright, back to the X. Do not be on the portal in case anyone needs to use it. Thank you, Hal. Buy the next. Good. Shake. Good. Thank you. I-beams in 6 seconds. Make sure you're in a position to click the portal or use what you need to. Watch out if you have a slow debuff. Take note. Here comes Yuri first. Easy one. Really? A blinker.
I double blinked. It went. Both of them went off at the same time for some reason.
I'll tell you what went off at the same time. The I-beam.
I have no res.
Did I not put it on you?
Just run back at this point. Disappointed, Yuri. I'm gonna make you
Like,
go fire.
it used both of them at the same time, and I only clicked it once.
He's not mad. He's just disappointed.
Oh, I'm mad. This mouse is shit.
Why are you blinking with your mouse?
Because I've got 12 buttons on it. I can do that
that's
much
rough.
faster.
You need the 82 button now.
I like to point out the tiny pack of dead fucking skeletons there, Yuri. Look at that. That was us just a second ago. Actually, I'm surprised there's not more skeletons. What the hell? I guess whenever we die, we're stacked up at X. You're lucky you haven't fucked up tonight. Because otherwise, booted.
How have I been doing, Senpai?
I don't know. You were tanking him in the wrong spot for half the fight.
That's
Get
where
in
we've been
position,
taking him for like weeks.
You've slowly been moving him.
They have slowly moving him over.
The right answer is tanking in the wrong spot, allegedly.
Well, it's not what's in my head. Unless you do what's exactly in my head, it's wrong.
Deny everything.
Here we go, guys.
Can we get a shout, please?
I'm just proud he hasn't had to call my name tonight.
Yeah, that's surprising.
2, 1.
That's not true.
You have definitely killed us once.
Not here.
Tonight? Yeah.
Tonight.
There's still time, Bum. We got 16 minutes.
It's whenever you had the monk fists and you were stuck.
That was Shen.
Alright, focus up, guys. Don't get distracted by my train sounds. That's not your DBM. Get ready to move on to the X.
That was the funkiest positioning
Yes.
ever.
That's fine. Alright, Milky first. Good. Yuri. Redeemed.
Oh.
No!
You blinked back in.
into us, you motherfucker!
Was that on your mouse too?
Oh baby.
Yuri, I want to hear the explanation.
No, there's none. There's none.
The English language is
What
ill-equipped
the
for
shit?
that.
What? Yuri, you've never messed up on this.
I know.
Are you... I don't even know what to say. Like,
either.
In the list of things that would wipe us on this, a mage blinking back into... Like, you managed to get out of the group and then get back into the group in time to kill us. I'm impressed. I'm legitimately impressed that you were able to get out and back in time to kill us. You blinked out 180.
Oh, I'm mad.
And then blink. No, you probably have the thing so that it's based upon your momentum, right? Alright. Your blinks are with your. Yeah, no, the blink is with your momentum rather than the direction you're facing, right?
No, it's the direction I'm facing.
Oh, you haven't tuned that? Okay, so then back to my rant. You blinked out, you 180'd, and then you blinked back into us.
Why would you blink back in when you might need to blink again? Don't blink both of them.
I get 3 blinks.
A feat that is only achievable is to
You have to stand away from the group now. You're
Yuri,
done.
I have a question.
Well, you had a third blink, so you could have blinked out of the group again.
Yes.
Yuri, can you change your spec to where you cannot double or triple blink or whatever the fuck?
That. No.
Alright, we're going again. I'm too dumbfounded to kick you, Yuri. But that is it. Another blink screw up, and I legitimately will. You impressed me with that wipe so much, I can't even kick you.
5, 4, 3,
Focus?
1.
Question mark? Much focus? Alright.
I need to get closer.
Eye beams are in 8 seconds. Pull them as far into the center of that as you can to avoid the cleave. Perfect. Alright. You ready to get out wave? Nope. I saw the hesitation and that killed us. What's going on, guys? We're screwing up on something that we had so down pat. We haven't gotten to phase 2 in like 5 attempts. Shake, the difficulty of this fight is all in the first 2 minutes. That's the hardest part of the entire fight. The rest of the fight is so fucking easy. Phase 2 is face roll, phase 3 is face roll, as long as you just position slightly okay. Phase 1 is where 90% of all the wipes suck.
Hey, welcome back, Arrow. How you doing? I mean, we got him to 7%, and then now people just keep wiping us in phase 1.
I know, Yuri. This is my second time having to take these damn things.
I'm gonna do it 3 times. I hate them each time.
Pulling. We can't waste any time. As soon as I got my food buff, I'm so they better eat fast.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Discord, like D&D's Discord?
Make sure to stack back up with the X after the waves.
Too far away.
Ooh, tanks are gonna run the opposite direction of the healers. Not the worst idea, but slow things down just a tiny bit. I get to the X, stack up quick, beams in 3 seconds. There it is. Oh, so adds a gab out, good. Mass, good. And if you have an add on you, make sure you keep the ad in this pack. Do not run it out. Next round of I-beams are in 10 seconds, guys. Focus up, use a pulpo if you need to, especially if you have a slow debuff. Here it comes. First one. Good. Good. You know, I Ghost Wolf out with a slow debuff and made it, so doable. You just have to be tightly stacked up to start. Alright, here's the last one, guys. Alright, this means we're going to end up in that last spot there, which is going to overlap with the I-beam. So we're going to be at the moon for the I-beams. Be prepared. Knock these fuckers away. Alright, stack up at the moon, pull them past us. Ready, stack up tight. Shen, get out. Good, ready, second person, who is it? Shake, get out. Use whatever you have to get out, guys. Last person solo. Pick up dwarf. We're fine. Let's get a healing down. Yep, let's make sure we're fine here. We've hit 65%, so reposition everything. Get back to the X when you can. Reposition the boss, all that stuff. Let's be careful with the taunts. Let's not have a tank death. Well, we can't anymore. Careful. Alright, ads are up. Get the CCs. Kill the one at the moon, then we'll kill the purple diamond, then we'll kill the circle. Rolling the seats, guys. Make sure you run those off. I know when anyone yells at me. This purple diamond.
Alright, mates, phase 2. As long as nobody fucks up, we can get this. Unfortunately asking a lot more.
The last one. Next rolling deceits are in 15 seconds. That's going to overlap with the tail end of the AoEs on the ground, so just prepare to position, well, just react accordingly. Save a defensive cooldown if you need to use it. Let's hope it's inside out. And no, it's outside in. Shit, this is the tough one. Alright, watch out if you got rolling deceits, you're likely going to have to get to the back console. Sniper, you have to use whatever cooldowns you can to survive. Use bubble, otherwise you will die.
Adds up.
Disposition fine?
Yeah, I can't see right now. Hold up.
It's fine.
You're fine.
It's fine. You're good.
Ads are CC'd, good. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, good job. We made it to that first tricky one without anybody triggering any extra shit. Take a survey of where all those blue floaty the clouds are, guys, so that you can appropriately dodge them when dropping the next round. This is the last go of the night at this point, so no fuck-ups. Last ad. By the way, if you break the CC, guys, make sure you have an interrupt for it. Don't just break it unless you're going to be able to interrupt that first cast. Not everyone's going to be over there to help interrupt it. Alright, rolling Deceits. Get ready, he's going to do his clouds soon. He forgets it last year, he's going to have to use prepared. Milky, run off, just be prepared to use a defensive. Do not trigger existing clouds, they do move around, so be very careful. You may need to spam heal yourself, Milky, to survive here. Alright, start inside. Do not get cleaved. Do not get cleaved. I think he has a cleave coming up soon. Be very careful. You will onk up after this, Milky. Just be careful not to hit a cloud.
He can't. He's gonna be on a cloud.
Then don't.
Shit, I hit one.
And bedpost hit.
And bedpost hit one. Fuck me. This is critical. Watch Bed. Bed's immune to heals. If he dies, we'll maybe fuck. Get ready. Everyone with a defensive in just a second. See these ads. Defensives 3, 2. Now. Everyone defensive. All right. Kill the star and kill the purple diamond.
You want both? You want right into on?
Kill the star. Kill the. Yes. Let's kill the star first, guys. We'll CC the purple diamond. He was at purple diamond, but then he moved over to star. So.
I may need some hots.
All right. You shouldn't have sheeped this because it healed it back up, but run these rolling Deceits out. These are the last rolling Deceits. Do not trigger it again. He should be pushing phase right now, so kill these last 2 ads quick. In fact, we're gonna lust. Put him back in the center as necessary. Watch out with these fucking clouds, guys, and we should be good. Get this last ad. Someone holler when that purple circle's on the ground. I can't see it yet.
It's just in front of us.
Alright, perfect. Alright, focus on him. Let's do this. Orbs jumping up. It is going behind us, so 1 DPS, get that. Bum, you should not. Bum, you should
been you. It should
range
have been range.
Yeah, the range. Don't waste DPS time during this. It's precious. Get ready to grip Mass Monster in just a moment. Grip him over.
Come on, you guys.
Cleave off of Mass. Bum, get ready to run off to the side soon. Tanks do not stand in this purple circle. Get out.
I'll get it.
Lock me up.
Purple circle behind him.
I'll get that one. Oh no, someone else has it.
I'll get it. Oh, Spite's got it. We're good.
Make sure you're cleaving off a bum, guys. Make sure you're cleaving off a bum. I'm dropping a tremor. We're missing some of these. Grip over. Someone needs to
Dwarf
sit in
turned
with a
off for me.
defensive.
I accidentally took a second stack.
Someone sit in it with a defensive, because I cannot. Someone has to. I cannot. Someone needs to grip me over.
Both tanks are down.
Both tanks are down.
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
We can squeeze one more in quick. Wipe it fast.
I ran over to get it, but unfortunately you were too close to it, so I got feared.
No res.
Run back in. Alright, so here's the things we need to fix. One, the transition sucked. We spent like the first 30 seconds of that last phase actually attacking ads instead of him. Things got a little out of control. We need to make sure those ads die quicker. Tanks, if he's next to one of the ads when they're up, sit there until those ads die. He doesn't his positioning isn't as critical as phase 1. Phase 1 he needs to be where he is. Phase 2 doesn't matter too much. Phase 3 he should be back there so we can see the orbs. So just keep him near whatever ads he is. We started nuking one ad, and then you dragged him over to another, and then we split DPS, and it took like 30 seconds longer to kill those ads, and that's part of the reason why the transition sucked, is because we wasted a bunch of time. And then we sheeped one that was at like 80%, and then it healed up the full. So all those things are not great. Let's be very careful. That was the first thing. The second thing is we need somebody to hold on to an immunity. So if you have a ice block or you have a deterrence that you can sit inside one of those purple circles, you will likely have to do that to absorb the falling orb.
Yeah, Dastard. Like I said, I was on my way to come get it, but then I got feared, so...
Yeah, it's because I was... Yeah, I was close to it. I think I ended up fearing you. Alright, eat up quick. But like we've gotten to lower percentage points without getting to that overlap, which means we can just completely avoid that overlap if we're okay. Get up. Alright, here we go. Here's the countdown.
Wait. Hal's not here.
Ah.
5,
Wait a second.
4,
Don't pull.
3, 2, 1.
He's not even moving.
He's kicked then. He's wasting our time.
Oh.
And if he doesn't actually leave the instance in a few seconds, probably assumed it was Alaska because I said it released and then went okay. So we're gonna have to wait 60 seconds. Oh, I still want to squeeze in one more go. That was so close. How did it go up to 25? I thought it said 24 a second ago.
It did.
Oh, did somebody come back online? Doesn't even make sense. Here we go. Everybody get ready. Should be any second.
Still 25 for one.
I don't know. Any second. Says he's offline.
Red.
Stay on target.
Or are we just waiting for the health drop?
Yeah, we're waiting for 24 people instead of 25. Which, he's already offline, so it should have been already. I swear to God, if he fucking bugged this out by...
We got it.
There it goes.
There you go.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
If you I-beam the group, you're excluded from free potions. Or free flasks. Everyone gets cauldrons except for you if you I-beam from this last guy. Those purple circles in phase 3, guys, you have like 10 seconds to get to them. So don't freak out and rush it. There's plenty of time. You can see the orb as it's traveling. So in your case, Raj, if you're going to soak it during the stuff, you should time your cooldown so you only run in and take damage when you actually have to. Alright, run out. Okay, stack up on X, guys. Make sure you're close. Lasnichi. And last one, Novik. Novik, make sure you run your ad back as soon as possible. Yours is going to be a bit ahead, or behind. That wasn't you, actually. It was on bomb.
I faded.
Ah, well, the drop dagger and put it on someone else. Interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
I-beams in 6 seconds. Make sure you're off. Get ready to go. Ready. Shake. Hide and torch on his own.
Dwarf.
Solo. Just correct it. Fine. It's early enough to recover. Alright, we just got this last combo, guys. Let's focus and remember, have everything in your arc fit correctly. Make sure we were stacked up close so that people have room to actually run out. We'll be fine. Slow those fuckers down. I-beam soon. Stack up right on the moon if you can. Drag him a little bit past. Stack up on... Get out Gimma. Good. X-Pred. Nope. That's it.
Sorry, I put a new gateway down on top.
We shouldn't need it. It's a crutch that we should probably just stop using.
Not a single worthy traitor among
that is upsetting that we were not able to kill it.
No, we can't. People have to go. That was all we could squeeze in.
I'm good.
That's a shame. Well, I'm glad some people are, but I'm not going to clear this with half as many people and deprive them of loot. Could we continue doing this with 10? Yeah, we can just keep doing it with 10. And we're going to do it tomorrow. And I'm going to have a zero tolerance policy on those beams. They're no longer cute as they were the first night.
Oh, this is it, right?
Pardon?
This is it for tonight.
I have no idea what you're saying.
This is
Yes.
This is it for tonight. Yes, it is.
Yes, we are. We're gonna come back in, we're gonna kill this guy, and then we're gonna kill Zool. And we're gonna have a very high DPS requirement for Zool. If you're in the grays in terms of percentile, we're not gonna invite you pretty much. The last 3 bosses require a very high amount of damage, and a few people aren't pulling their own weight, so this is the last boss that we carry anybody through.
Good night, all. See you tomorrow.
Good night.
Good night.
No,
Good
no.
night.
Good night.
I feel like we did pretty good.
That should have been a kill, unfortunately. I'm Mr. Optimism, usually praising everybody, but I'm pretty disappointed actually we didn't get the kill. With how close we got several times, the reasons we screwed up were very dumb excuses. People triggering those damn clouds, like there's no reason for it. Like there was no reason for every single cloud that was triggered was a really fucking dumb screw up. That wasn't like oh, I had 3 bad decisions and I had to choose the least. No, it was like, oops, I just completely screwed the mechanic. So that was a lot of bad play involved in that. There was a lot of bad play involved in trying to handle those beams in ways that weren't the most ideal. That's fine, Roger. That was on me. I made a bad decision in terms of the cloud placement, so that wasn't like that one was going to be triggered. It was going to float into us, so that's not a big deal.
We could probably handle one of those ads, but you're right, it is completely avoidable.
Yeah, I mean, like, we can handle 1, we can even handle 2. The thing is, we shouldn't have to handle a single one. It throws off our timing severely. It makes it so that the ads aren't all dead by the time we get them to 30%, and then we waste a bunch of time in Phase 3, which has some really, well, which is just not easy.
People start getting mind controlled, and that gets crazy.
Yeah.
They definitely don't want people to kill that very easy.
I mean, it's not a hard one. It's the easiest of the, I think, the 3 around the outside. Fetid is probably it's definitely easier than Vectus, though. There's literally just one really unforgiving thing at the beginning, and we need to handle that better. We just flat out need to. And some people were whispering to me about removing the portal, that it was causing more harm than good. And I was convinced that it was necessary for a few people that were slowed, and the more I'm thinking about it, I think we should just drop the portal because people are relying on it. And I think it was a great idea, but especially on that... I mean, we can have it for maybe the first 2 waves, but that 3rd wave, the third set of I-beams, when we're out of position, people are trying to make some kind of use of it, and people are crowding over it, people are trying to click it, and I don't think we've successfully used that portal in that 3rd I-beam without fucking murdering everybody. So the people who are making it out are the ones who are running out, and I think that's just what we have to stick to. And if you have a slow debuff on you, just run out of the group ahead of time and just to ensure there's no problem if you are selected for the I-beam.
You know, when you're saying you're going to get kicked out, and my hands are shaking when I'm trying to get away, you know, it's kind of stressful.
It is, but I mean, like making those sort of threats and stuff like that, but at the same time, like, if I just keep saying everything's fine, people just keep trying harder, we got this, kumbaya, people, I know some of the people who have raided, some of the people here, they're just gonna keep fucking up. And is that acceptable? No. Those are the people who aren't gonna get invites for Mythic. We're at 25 people, and, yeah. But I mean, it's not terribly hard, guys. You tunnel, like, literally, when those I-beams come out, you should just ignore everything. Stop all DPS, stop all heals, just focus on dodging those beams. It's just a tiny little window to react and handle. Like, you can ignore literally everything else going on in the fight and tunnel on that to make sure that we succeed. People are, like, worrying about a bunch of stuff they don't need to, and
I mean, I was able to use Hand of Freedom to clear my slow and get out of the group.
yeah, and I had the slow on me, and I can Ghost Wolf out of it as long as people are stacked up enough that I can clear them all. If people are spread out, then I can't. So, I mean, it can be done. Obviously, it can be done. We've done it multiple times. It needs to be more consistent. It does require people to react very quickly, but I mean, it's only a very tight. I could understand a lot of the screw-ups if it was the kind of mechanic that at any point during the fight he could give somebody an I-beam and they had to react on the spot and get out of the group. That would be nightmarish. But the fact that it's like, okay, here are 3 I-beams in a row in a very tight window, be prepared for them, like, that's the kind of thing that, like, you just have a couple seconds you need to be on edge, and that's it.
You said that it does that in Mythic, right?
In Mythic, the boss from 100% to 40% is a combination of Phase 1 and Phase 2. So you have Rolling the Seeds being placed, you have the I-beams, you have the Nerubian ads, and you have the Silicate ads. So it just combines the 2 phases together.
Do guilds spread out at that point?
I think they actually just use a complete spread out strat rather than stacking up at all. I think they're spread out the entire time, so they don't actually deal with the I-beam ever. And then they, and then people just spread out the entire time, and the rolling to seats have to be very carefully placed. It makes it a lot harder to kill the ads, but I mean, I think they stack up for the ads and then they spread back out right before the ads are. So you can do that. It's just a big DPS loss and prolongs things all the spreading everybody out. You'll likely get another wave of crap or even actually another set of I-beams. So we try to avoid doing that because we shouldn't need to do that. How the fuck am I seeing Illidan in general, chat? We're not linked with Illidan, are we?
Thought it was Illidan, Blackwing, and Skull Crusher.
I didn't think
No,
it
we
was
have
Illidan.
Field Line,
It's Black Dragon Fight and,
Oh, yeah.
and Skull Crusher and one other. I can't remember what the third is.
Gul'dan.
Gul'dan, that's right. That's the third one. Yeah, I don't know how this guy's posting to general and advertising for guilds in Illidan.
Maybe he's in a party that brought him to ours.
He's probably just server hopping and posting.
Well, raid's done, so I should probably cut the stream.
I cannot believe how much of a difference a better weapon makes. I guess that's your biggest thing
Probably
for
gonna
your
finish up
healing.
a couple of world quests and get.
Because I was struggling with the numbers, but now that I have that weapon, I'm doing
Thanks
a lot better.
to everybody that watched. Always appreciate it. Yeah,
Anyway, we'll
catch
get
you
this
guys,
tomorrow,
tomorrow
and
night.
I'll just be slightly
Be on right around
less
now.
forgiving of the mistakes.